Boom! Early! I made it! It was like 7:59 and 59 seconds. I was like right there, man. What do you mean on time? I was a few seconds early. Whether you believe me or not. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. On time! Happy Wednesday to all who celebrate. Hope you guys are all doing good. It's a cringe night for sure. On time and dress like a nerd. I am not. You're going to be mad. What if I don't do the Cringe Confessional costume and I don't have the nerd clothes on? You're going to make fun of me and you're going to say I should. I have the glasses right here. Maybe I won't wear them because you're so mean to me. Over, under for a poop story? Shut up. What do you think? Thanks, Georgie. Thank you, XT. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for subscribing to the Coney stream. Big ups. Wait, is that a merch side? Sign? Is that merch? Can I buy merch at merch.coney.gg for a reasonable price? Maybe even some fantastic products, such as swim trunks, a shirt, maybe even a very light hoodie. Wow, what a delight. When does merch go away? Whenever I want it to. I don't really have a hard time for this. Big Prize was supposed to go away after like a few weeks, and then I just left it up, and I forgot to turn it off. And then it became like, well, it's been up this long, right? So. Coney, I'm working on something extra special for you. Extra special, huh? You sure? You need to swear more on videos so YouTube knows I'm not an infant. Dude, I feel like I cuss too much. There's a YouTuber that does like gaming content or whatever, and I used to like his videos, and then like he started cussing a lot, and it just annoys me to the point where it's like, I don't know, it annoys me to hear him keep doing it, right? That's all. But I do that too, so I'm trying to stop myself from being that way, you know? Name them? No, I don't want to. They're a nice guy. Name starts with an N. That's all. Thanks, Agent. Did you watch the Deltarune Donkey video? What? I didn't know he made a Deltarune video. Whatever. Nobody has said their name. You guys aren't going to know what it is. It's 50 minutes? Did he just put it up? I saw he put out a Power World video. I haven't watched Donkey in a little while, because he put out a lot of Donkey Kong videos, and it's not his fault. It's not like he did anything wrong. It was a few days ago. Okay, yeah. I don't, like, he's just, his shit isn't grabbing me like it used to. That's all. But I wish him nothing but the best. I'm also not going to watch Undertale, because I want to play that game at some point. I'm going to wait for everything to be out next year. Haha. He lost a bit of the zest. A little bit, but that's okay. I think people's priorities change. I don't think he's quite as funny as he used to be, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think people move on and change, and they have different priorities. I'm sure a lot of people say I'm not as funny as I used to be. They're wrong, but those people exist. The Power one is pretty funny. I'll be the judge of that. We'll see. Wife and kid debuff, yeah. What? Is TTS busted? Who wants to play Dragon Drive tomorrow? I wasn't going to, but now I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? I think I kind of want to try it. But is it worth playing for one night? Because I can't refund it on Nintendo. I don't know if it's worth all that, right? Like, how much are we talking? 40 bucks? 20 bucks? How much is it? I have to go like this. 20 bucks? I'll do it for 20 bucks. Hell yeah, I'm down for that. Fun tech demo. Whatever. If you keep the merch up for another month and a half or 2 months, I'll buy the hoodie. That is a very long time, chatter. What do you need? Why does it take you 2 months to gather $40? Ask your parents. What are you doing, man? Whoa! Thank you, Triple H Cyclops. Treasure Train. I know that ain't what I think it is. Wait. Does that mean what I think? Wait. 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 A rare treasure train. $35% off gift subs. Well, we have to hit level 5 first. It's only at level 5. So, you know. We're not there yet. Maybe if we hit level 5. Maybe if we hit level 5. Thank you, Jacket. You have to? I might. Thank you, Fireball. Cringe Confessional's canceled for the next hour. Yeah, we might have something urgent come up. Thank you. I need a pet monkey yesterday. I think that person got a name change. We're almost there. Stop subbing. Don't stop. Let's do a panel. Thank you, Ayano Tasu. Thank you, Nix. Maybe I should do it. It's going to be too hard to hit level 5. I'm not doing it. We'll wait for a normal hype train. Level 5 is hard, bro. That's not easy. Put the chat in sub only for 2 minutes to scare the plebs. Thank you, Stumper Man. Appreciate it. Thank you, Triple H Cyclops, for the gifties, by the way. All right. Let's handle it. What? Oh, I made a oopsie daisy. An oopsie poopsie. Who has the name Count Subula? Who got that? Thank you, Grumv. Thank you, Devi Star. Who got that name? Let's do a cheeky vandal. You guys can tell my voice is still a little fucked up. Don't laugh at me, okay? Thank you, Willie. If it's a treasure train instead of a normal sub train, you should put on an eye patch in addition to everything else. I don't own an eye patch, but you're right. I need a Count Subula's landlord. Where are you guys finding these accounts? You know, I should have a pirate outfit for the treasure train. Captain Subula. Captain Subula. He's the same, but he's a pirate. Good one. Thanks, man. Okay. I don't know. $19.99? Oh my god. With the butter dame and the Lord love you. Yeah, scar tissue, that's one. With the butter day. I don't like Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't like them. I don't know why. We'll never see Pirate Subula. I'm not doing Subula if we don't get to level 5. I can't do it. But I appreciate your guys' generosity. I truly do. Sincerely. It used to be Treasure Train would start at level whatever. But it said we're stuck here. Under the Bridge is better. What are their big songs? Red Hot Chili Pepper singles?
The 3 demons have assembled, each more malicious than the last.
Yeah.
Their spirits are contained within ancient cards. What do you do, Link?
I just realized, Mandrilled, I'm sorry I missed your first dono. I got mixed up with all the stuff and I got distracted. I'm sorry. Coney getting punished for having subtrains on Omega Hard. Surely this doesn't mess with the thing, right?
Chet, hurry! This train leads to me buried treasure.
I don't think we're
Only
gonna
you
make
can
it,
help me
guys.
find it. If not, that dastardly old
I don't think
bag
we're gonna
of
make
bones
it.
the Conan which will steal it. So
Man.
hurry, sub.
We didn't get the treasure. What the fuck? This card can be used as any token. What do they do? Lower the difficulty so we can actually hit that. No, because that would be... I could just scam Twitch. I could just make it as easy as possible, and then we would just get to level 5. I don't think I control that. Thank you, Burnt Fish. Wow! Thank you, Burnt Fishy, for the 20. Did we hit it? Wait. Does that count as 2? Thank you, Burnt Fishy, for the gifty. Wait, we might have to do something. Wait. Is it 4? Level 3 complete. We're at 4, but does it... We're 30% to 4. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We're getting there. 4.5 minutes. Listen, I'm not begging. All right? It's 21 more subs. Listen, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Lotus. I really do. It's just... well, you know, if we're that close... Oh, begging ass? Subula is literally begging. What are you talking about? That's like the fuck. Why are you guys jackassing? All right. You're mad at me for not begging. You are mad at me for not begging right now. Okay. All right. Oh my God, my treasure has been unveiled. Okay. It is a dark and stormy night. You're walking alone in a forest. On the way back from somewhere you should not have been. And the trees blow in the wind, and you feel a chill on the nape of your neck. Ooh, how scary. And then from beyond the breeze, you can feel something fluttering in the trees. And you say, what was that? And you turn around, and you look up at the sky, and you realize it's a full moon, and it's very scary. What could this mean? It portends a grim omen for you. I can't find the button. It's been, a while. Not that one. Got it! Ha! Ha ha! It is I, Count Sakura! Once more! Back on my trip from Japan, I visited the mysterious East. I have gone to see how much I can torment all 7 continents all around the world. As you can see, I've returned after 10,000 years to get my treasure. Oh, my treasure has been unveiled, and I cannot wait to expose it to you all. But the only way to find my treasure is by defeating me. But as you know, it is very difficult indeed because I love Twitch Prime subs. It is so tasty and they make me stronger. I love Tier 1 subs and Twitch Primes to a delightful degree. However, I love them so much they might kill me, as we all know. So if you have any Twitch Primes or Tier 1s, please give them to me, but not too many because I might die. Thank you someone for the 550s. It has been 10,000 years and I am back from my slumber. I actually think I might lose my voice if I do this for too long. I don't know if we can do the show. Can we stop at level 6? Can we stop? Let's start at level 6. Otherwise, I might not be able to speak. It might be the end. I must go to rest. My body is tired. I've lived for 800,000 years, and I come back only once every 10,000, and it's so sleepy. Oh, I don't think I could take any more. I think just one more prime might be enough to put. Oh, well, okay. Oh, boy. Well, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Wow, how delicious they are. My favorite pack. And I'm pretty sure 5 gifties are the highest they would go. Is that true? The 5 gifties, the strongest attack you've ever seen. Oh, Afro Thunder, right to my heart. Right to my black, accursed, withered heart. Oh, it hurts me so. But now I am in phase 6. Phase 6 of Count Sobula. My strongest phase. Perhaps the strongest there's ever been. I don't know if there's anything beyond level 6. I think that might be the end. Oh, the 550 spell. What an enchantment. It is so painful to me to hit right in my heart. One more sub might be enough to kill me for certain. But thank you, Playful. Thank you, Sad Toad. I have had such a delightful, lovely rest inside of my coffin across Sylvania. I have tormented the town and killed all the people in the whole hypnotized, and I arrived in a boat here to the East Coast, and I visited Supernova 2025. Oh, what a delightful event. Oh, so many players for Super Smash Bros. Playing at their prime. Wait, did I say prime? Like a Twitch Prime, my favorite snack. Have I told you that I love Twitch Primes? Oh, so... Oh, 10 gifties! Oh, I've never seen such a spell. Oh, what a powerful incantation. Oh, it might kill me. No, you missed. You missed, and now 2 shots went through, 3 shots went through me. Meister Quest and Calamari and Gherkin are all dead because of you. I cannot be harmed by mortal means. As you know, only one thing can kill me, and it is the power of Twitch Primes and the most powerful incantations I've ever seen. 10 gift subs are certainly the strongest powers. I don't think there's any stronger wizards anywhere in this chat. Could there be perhaps a subdular killer in our midst? Someone with a stronger spell than 10 gift subs? I simply cannot even fathom such a spell. Well, I suppose there's only 10, and maybe just a couple frogs. Thank you, Packers. No, 20 gifted! Oh no! How will I survive such an attack? I don't know if I could have that, man. My stomach is fit to burst. I think I am going to swell up and die soon. Oh, I only have a couple more minutes on this mortal plane. But you will not believe what comes next. At level 7, I might have a surprise for you. I just said it might kill me. At level 7, I might die, and I might have a big surprise for anyone. Someone stake this guy. Well, you could. One more prime will kill me. I've said it repeatedly. 20 gift subs, the strongest warlock in the Coney chat has been unveiled. There surely could not be anyone stronger. Who could even fathom something stronger than 20 gift subs? Oh, I am so glad that I have felt the strongest spell that could be laid against me. Surely nothing else could be nearly as powerful, and that means that I will surely escape soon. Who could that be? No, that is too... I don't... How many is that? Is that like 10? Can I do this? Look out! Everyone get down! Look out!
Don't worry. Guys, one of these is gonna hit him.
Oh, that's so many chances are dead. As we know, there's only one thing can kill Count Sobula, and I have said it many times. famously, it can only be through a Twitch Prime sub or a tier 1 or a spell like the level 5 incantation or level 7. I think it is over for me. I think I'm going to die right now, is what I would say. But now I'm murdered, Sobula. Yes, it is I, in a new, dizzying, enchanted world where left is right and right is left. We have flipped it backwards. How confusing indeed. Which way? This actually is very confusing. I have to go. Alright, but I can't read. It is very confusing for Count Sobula as well. I've just woken up after 10,000 years, so as you can imagine, I'm perhaps a little disoriented. Thank you all for joining me on my final night of the living, when I will torment the living until my reign is complete. I have flipped the castle sideways tonight as a lovely change of pace. Thank you guys again for the 10 gifts. Oh, what a powerful spell indeed. One of the strongest I've seen, but not the strongest, because the strongest was the guy who gave 20, which was way more powerful. That guy is like way stronger. There better not be gunshots.
Finally, I can finish what
No, it's not going to. That is so many. No, don't use the silver bullet. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Oh, and the chapters are dying. Gorilla, we told you not to do that. You got Carfatran and Scratchy and ABC guy. Too many people are dying. Everyone quit. Use the Twitch Prime sub incantation to save the chapters. You can use them also for force fields. You can save the chapters by using your Twitch Primes and Tier 1s. Hurry, everyone. It's time to protect the rest of chat to your best ability. That would be a delight. Well, song looped. 7 gifties from the front. What an odd spell that was indeed. I have never seen such a thing. I think their song is like 10 minutes long, I think. This is staccato in fugue, created in, I believe, like the 1500s. Oh, what a century that was. So much mischief and melancholy. For all of that, that better not be more gunshot.
Please wipe your chin, Subula. You dirty slut.
How could I wipe my chin when I'm salivating at the prospect of more Twitch Primes and Tier 1s? Oh, they are so delicious to a worrying degree. It might kill me. Did you all know that is my biggest downfall? As everyone knows, I love Twitch Primes and Tier 1s, but I am slightly allergic. I am actually subscription intolerant. So when I have a Twitch Prime or Tier 1, it creates a terrible torsion in my tummy. As we all know, I would get very sick indeed if I have too many subs in Twitch Primes. So it's a very low-grade allergy, and it's something that I'm working on along with my cholesterol and fat intake. That is true. I've been taking my blood pressure every day, and my doctor says I'm doing a good job. However, he said that at my age we need to be worried about a prostate exam. You want to put what where? Oh, good heavens. Oh, dear. My prostate. Oh, good. That's the scariest thing of all. Well, everyone, I suppose it's time for me to retire. Back to my castle. My night with the land of the living has come to an end. So thank you all for joining me on another evening of Tom. Oh, that's 10 gifts. Oh, that's 5. Well, what's one more night? Perhaps just one more level. That might be enough to kill me. I'm going to be honest, I only have 7 health bars. I didn't want to tell you that because I thought you might use it against you. But now, I think it is possible to say, I'm gonna die. I'm almost dead, I'm gonna die. Oh, All right, I survived. I was kicked once more. So long, everyone. I am going back to retire to my
Don't
castle.
underscore
Good
now.
evening to all and to all an
Thanks,
accursed
Sabura.
night.
You were given a warning to stop flipping the castle. I am notifying the landlord and getting you kicked out.
Oh my God, what happened? Oh my God. Oh, good heavens, what happened, everybody? My chin? What? What happened? Am I banned? You were visited by a happy haunt? Who was the haunt? Could you tell me more? Oh, he made my microphone all gross. Oh my God, what happened to me? Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God, we got a lot of who subbed? Thank you so much. Oh my God, Jesus. Thank you guys, man. 236 subs. That's Jesus, man. Thank you. You guys were so generous when I was knocked out. That's so. Don't Count Slobula. Don't. That's. I don't know who you're talking about, but that doesn't sound like a nice way to
legitimately,
refer to
this
them.
is super gross. It's never been this bad.
What has it? Me being knocked out for an hour of a stream? I'm sorry. I got really sick out of nowhere. I don't know what happened. Probably some merry mischief or something, right? Oh, thank you, Madzioff. Thank you, Weimer. Jesus Christ, man. All right. All right. Well, thanks for the 250 or whatever the fuck subs. That was weird. My mouth tastes like Twitch Primes and Tier 1s. Delicious. I was visited by an apparition. Oh, I'm glad I was out for that then. That sounds really Okay, that's not spit. You think I'm not working? You think I'm not working? That's work, baby. All right. Let's go do some cringing. Change your shirt. I probably should. Actually. Hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. I will not change shirts. I've done enough cringing already. I'm not changing shirts, but I will reapply. I reapplied. All right, let's get to work. All right, everybody, welcome to Cringe Confessional night. Let's get it. Blah. Treasure Train complete. 238 gift subs and 1307 bits. Wow, I wish I was awake for that. Okay. Let's go to work. Can we save everybody? I'm sorry, everyone, by the way, who got shot. I see a lot of people got banned for some reason. I don't know who showed up to the Coney stream with an assault rifle, but I think we need better better litigation to stop those people from arriving with a lot of people are dead. There's a lot of corpses laying in the Twitch chat. We need better security. Yeah, exactly. They'll be back in 5 minutes. How naive that chatter is. Yahoo! No, they're gone forever.
Hey, Coney.
Oh my
Today
God.
was a day.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Sometimes I don't know how people just live life going through motions. But we push through because that's what strong people do.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear some funny stories.
Thank you, Depressed Kermit. Depressed Kermit, one of my favorite stream characters. Thanks. I hope things are getting better for you, man. I really do. Remember, every day is its own battle, and waking up is half of it. Okay? Just get out of bed, and we sally forth into the day. What am I thinking of? The brink? I don't. Whatever, man. Every day is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Didn't Kanye West say that? He said kiss my ass, right? I think he said all that. Hi, Raffle Fox. Did the Doki sticker make it home? Yep. It's in my room. Trying to get the rope out of here. Dude, the YouTube audience is like, why does Coney have a rope behind him? And it's like, do they not watch Who Asked? I guess they don't know. Oogway said that? The master? The turtle guy? Was that really Kung Fu Panda? I never seen those movies. What the fuck? What the I hit a button and it did that. I don't know why it did that. That was scary. The Purple Gentleman. This is me when you hit me too many times in a beat 'em up. Ready? Ah! Ba-da-da-da! Ba-da-da-da! This is me when I'm in a Mario game and you hit me twice. Where's red? There's no red. Red, there's pink. This is stupid. All right. Stupid. 5 epileptic chatters on the floor right now. Listen, if I could give all of you seizures to make sure that you didn't click off my stream and I can farm revenue, I would. If I could just Porygon you all into staying here, that would be awesome. This is a dangerous stream, yeah. All right, let's get to it. 1 second. I'm not saying I would, but, you know, it's free ad revenue, right? I'd be up forever or until your loved ones found you. I still don't know if I'm epileptic because what if I need the colors to flash faster? That's true. Like, there's got to be like a sliding scale of how epileptic you are, because at some point any flashing colors are going to drive you into a fit, right? Like, there's got to be like if it's fast enough, everybody is subject to that. I would think. New Coney Fest challenge. Watch this screen. 10 people watch this screen. Whoever stands the longest wins. All right. Sorry, everybody, that I bet a lot of people are like, oh, it's Cringe Confessional. Oh, my God, what the fuck is this? And then they left. Sorry. Oh, he's doing this tonight. Okay. Dude, I when that treasure thing drops, I am a slave to the treasure train every time. That shit bangs. All right. Let's do Cringe Confessional. We get funny chat, though? Well, I'll be the judge of that. We'll see. Hold on. Never seen this badge before? Oh, shit. Burnt Fishy. What'd you get? The Hype Train Conductor. Toot toot. Congrats. My chin feels crusty. All right. Let's get to it, everybody. I cut myself shaving today. Is it bad? No, that's fine. All right. Good one, Coney. Thanks. All right. Disgusting stream. Yeah, it's a little nasty. All right. Let's work. Fellas, welcome back to Cringe Confessional. I set up an anonymous forum at cringe.coney.gg where Twitch chat could send me their most embarrassing stories and harrowing tales. Here, they've sent their most cringiest moments of their lives, and we're going to listen to it all here on Cringe Confessional at youtube.com/. I've done like 50 of these intros. You've probably seen the series. If you haven't, then there's a lot for you to go back to. Hey, could you subscribe, please? I'm about to hit 202,000, I think. I'm this close. Go ahead and subscribe for the 202,000 goal. Toot toot. Here we go. Like and subscribe, and let's get to cringing. Shall we? I think I'm at 202K. Let me look. Oh. All right, editor, cut the 202. 203. So cut the 202 and put me saying 203 there. 203. Perfect. All right. Perfect. Seamless. Movie magic. ADR it. Perfect. All right. Let's get to the stories. Thanks for coming by tonight. Hope you guys are all doing good. Wait, I was looking for Red Hot Chili Peppers before we started. 1 second. Okay, I accidentally hit that button. I accidentally hit the Ronnie button during, before I passed out. There it goes. All right, I think I like Other Side. Why do they have so many songs about California? Suck my kiss. I hate Anthony Kiedis, man. What a fucking dork. I think I like Other Side. All right, let's get to it. Our stories tonight come from September 2024 to October 2024. So if you got stories, go ahead and submit them so we don't run out. Thanks, Nimriff. All right. Happy cringing, everybody. Good luck. Let me check the voice. Let's do Rod. Rod's good. Start off with Rod. Happy cringing.
I once dated a girl for 4 years, and I'm very surprised she stuck around me because of what I did on my first date.
What'd you do?
Our first date was at a Denny's. We both don't have a lot of money, and it was close to her house.
Love that. That's America's Diner.
We went and we ordered our food. Everything was going okay.
Cool.
We even talked about Smash Ultimate stuff, because we both like the game.
Cute.
Then out of the blue I asked her, hey, do you want to see me shoveling an entire pancake in my mouth? Dumbfounded, she obviously says no.
You did it anyway.
I say okay and we continue eating, but then I get to my last pancake, and I thought I'm still just going to do it, and there in the corner of Denny's this poor girl had to witness me shoving an entire pancake in my mouth and eating it. She looked like I was about to die.
Yeah.
We finish our date and we leave the Denny's, and as we leave I asked her if she wanted to do this again. She said yes.
Okay.
And then 4 years later we broke up.
All right. That's the end of the story. Yeah, Denny's pancakes are big. I'm glad she went on the second date. You must be a very charming young man. This sounds like a very quirky thing to do. But I'm good on you for making it work, I guess. 4 years is a long time to be with somebody who's like an extended Will Ferrell bit. That's a very like Judd Apatow 2012 movie thing to do. Like I could see like Paul Rudd doing that in the 40-year-old version or something. I don't know if that's Hey man, that's awesome. He could have died. Well, I feel like surely you could poke a hole in the pancake, right? Well, no, it's too thick. I was gonna say, if you poke like early holes in the pancake, then it's like poking holes in the container of a pet or something. You could like get that through. You could almost die at any time. That's true. Someone could be dead in chat right now. Check in on your favorite chatters. We need to have a buddy system. Everyone check in. Everyone check in right now. Hold your hand up if you're not dead. Present. Twitch gives me all of your IPs and addresses, so I'll know to take care of you if you guys are hurt. Present. I'm here. Everybody's okay. All right. Winner, are you okay? Skellis, are you in here? Skellis, you okay? Okay. Pretty good story. I feel like a pancake is like one of the less scary things. You could just shove a whole thing in your mouth. Whenever I go out to eat with somebody and I get like brunch or something and I get like a fried egg, like sunny side up, I just all at once. Because it's too hard to like cut up. I don't want all that shit. And they're always like, why do you do that? I'm like, dude, it's an egg. It's fine. They're small. Is that the gamer hood? Thanks, Gresh. Hey, everybody give it up for Gresh, who won the Supernova Costume Contest! Big ups. I didn't get to say congrats, man, before you left. Congrats for that. All right. That was fine. That wasn't that cringe.
I am a
It depends on how old you are. How old are you? Dated a girl for 4 years. First date. Your first date ever? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. People are dumb on dates.
I am a man.
Okay.
And even worse than that, I am a husband.
Cringe? Wow, what cringe, right? Fellow bachelors? Uh-oh. Oh, cringe. Loser. Couldn't be me.
This means I am very bad at finding things, and often have to get my wife to locate something that was directly under my nose the whole time.
I do that too. It's embarrassing.
One evening, my balls were incredibly itchy.
What?
I knew we had athlete's foot cream from a period where I worked a very physically strenuous factory job.
Okay.
Itchy feet. Itchy balls.
Mm-hmm.
The logic made sense to me.
Yeah.
I look all over the bathroom and can't find it. I walk to the living room and say to my wife I can't find the athlete's foot stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Can we skip the part where we both pretend I'm not an idiot and get to you finding it in the most painfully obvious place?
Right.
She
yeah.
walks into the bathroom, opens a drawer, and points the tube out immediately.
Okay,
I
know.
thank her for her assistance and then lather up.
Lather up! Oh my god. I don't like that. It's like a lathering cream? It's not even like you just put it on. Dude, if there's like bubbles on that shit, you're in trouble. That's a lot of chemicals to be putting on those. I don't know about lathering up on that. I bet that shit burned, right? That's got to be like a icy hot.
Less than a minute later, the itching has subsided.
Oh, yeah.
And I start to feel warm.
Mm-hmm.
And then the heat intensifies.
That's the bacteria
I
burning.
tell my wife, but she just kind of shrugs. Then my balls are searing and stinging. I run to the bathroom. I didn't read the tube my wife pointed out.
You mean you didn't? You trusted your bitch wife. You asked for the cream and she gave you the wrong one that hurt you. That's her fault. Why did you read it? Why did you hurt me? Why did you do this to me? Love of my life, why did you icy hot me?
I just trusted it was the red cream. It was not.
It was
a
her
menthol-based
fault.
cream that I had coated my balls in. Now I don't know if you know this.
She pointed at the ointment that sears your balls. It was sabotage!
And with mine in flames, I was incapable of rational thought.
Wait, hold on.
Now I don't know if you know this, but a man's prefrontal cortex is directly tied to their testicles.
I don't know if that's true. Are there any brain surgeons? Does anyone know that? I feel like that can't be true, right? Surely not. Okay. Coney, that's real.
And with mine in flames,
Oh, this guy's
I
in
was
trouble.
incapable of rational thought.
My brain is nowhere
first-
near my balls. Oh, you're right. It's like up here. You're right.
The first thing I could think to do was to put my balls in the bathroom sink.
Yeah, sure.
So I turned the faucet on and tried to reach the water, all while borderline sobbing.
Dude has his foot on the toilet. He's got his foot on the toilet, like other foot, just desperately, just please, contorting himself like Twister, crying his fucking eyes out. Use the shower? Well, but then you can't just isolate the one area, right? You gotta get the one area so you know it's working.
They won't reach the water, so I'm just leaning over the counter.
Check out tiny balls over here, like marbles. You can't reach the water?
They won't reach the water, so I'm just leaning over the counter, balls in one hand, splashing water onto them with the other, my wife in a mix of worry and trying not
Like
to
a
laugh.
monkey, yeah.
I then come up with the bright idea to lay down in the bathtub,
Yeah.
ass pressed to the end underneath the faucet, legs straight up in the air, and I ran the water directly onto my junk until the pain subsided.
Okay, so you wheelbarrowed the faucet. You did like an extremely advanced Kama Sutra position, but to the faucet of your bathtub with your testicles just right under it. It's like the witch's kiss, but like it's like a tsunami, right? Just the whole thing just I bet that felt good as shit though. I bet that probably like I bet that the relief, could you imagine? Dude, with the hot water on that, it probably helped out quite a bit. What a sight to behold for his wife. Walking in. He's in torment, right? Like he's clearly in a lot of trouble, so okay. Oh, that's the end. Okay. Yeah. Hey man, I'm glad it all worked out. I don't think it's that crazy to say that the cream that works on your feet should also work. Well, I guess it's different skin. Like your foot is like the most different it could be. Your foot skin is like tough, right? It's all calloused and stuff. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, that's a good moral. Never trust a woman. You're right. You're right. You did not ask for the athlete's balls cream, which I think is probably a different one, but I don't know. They call this weaponized incompetence at couples counseling. You might be in trouble in the future. Protect your balls from those mean women. Okay.
The year was
Coney and his chud arc. Well, I gotta pivot somehow.
The year was 2011. I was a sophomore in high school.
Okay.
This was basically right before the entire world owned smartphones.
Sure.
At the time, there was a number you could text called Chaka. Basically an SMS-based search engine.
What?
You could ask it questions, you could use it to look up song lyrics, etc.
That's kind of neat. I never heard of that, but that sounds kind of cool. I guess it's kind of like an AI, really. Yeah, it's like a chat GPT, but for messaging. That's kind of cool. All right, continue.
Well, my horny ass used it to roleplay.
Oh, I bet you did. Did you role-played with the bot? You role-played with Cha-Cha? Good God, man. Dude, high school kids have no shame or sense. What do you mean, same? How many of you guys were fucking around with Cha-Cha?
See, at the time, I was very interested in this girl. Let's just call her Jane. She and I talked from time to time and texted just to have someone to talk to.
Right.
Anyway, I had a lot of improper thoughts about Jane.
Sure.
I started using Chaka to roleplay scenarios in my head about her.
Oh my God.
I won't go into detail, but it was very lewd.
Uh-huh.
One fateful morning, I woke up ready to crank to my idealized version of this poor girl.
Imagine being Cha-Cha bot. Not again. It's 7 a.m. What if Cha-Cha wasn't a bot? It's just a dude at a call center like, oh, 8649 is sending me more messages. He wants to call me Jane. I think this girl does field hockey. I don't, what? He's real, she's like athletic or something.
I sent Chaka a message saying I just went to Jane's house, and she met me at the door without clothes.
Hubba hubba.
Chaka normally responds pretty fast, so
no
I was
way.
wondering what was taking so long.
Okay, who did we message? Was it Mom? Was it Jane? Was it your school principal? It could be any of these people. The police? He texted 911. We're married now. Send it. I don't think this guy's married to Jane. It's sent to Jane, right?
Until I get a response that says, "You what the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Coney. I sent that message to Jane.
How did you make such a... Did you call Cha-Cha Jane in your phone? Did you name Cha-Cha Jane? So you sent the girl you were into, you meet me at the door with no clothes. What the fuck? She thought this was some Twilight roleplay? Like 50 Shades. You think he Christian Grey? What the fuck are you doing? What are you trying to hypnotize her? By the way, it's a morning before school. It's 7 a.m. What the fuck is that?
Not to Chaka. In a state of panic, I tried to say how sorry I was and that I meant to send that to Chaka.
That's way worse.
Of course, that made it worse.
Who the fuck is Cha-Cha? Oh, it's just a robot that I have to pretend to be you to come at the door with no clothes. I wouldn't make you do that. I'd tell a robot to do it. I tell it everything about you. I tell it that you're 5'4" with beautiful auburn hair.
Much worse. She figured out what I was doing pretty fast and was disgusted by the fact that was using Chaka to perv on her with creepy horny scenarios in my head.
Oh my god, man. Okay.
I've never told anyone this story
right.
except my wife of now 4 years.
Dude, it's not Jane, right? It's not Jane. That can't be Jane. All right.
She thinks it's funny at least.
Yeah, it is funny. It is funny. All right. Well, I don't think Jane thinks it's funny. I think Jane remembers you with creeping dread. Honestly. He married Cha-Cha. That wife of 4 years, Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha was 100% human run, and I don't think he knows that. Is that true? Was Cha-Cha actually just a person who searched for you? No way. This was 2011. Please expose this chatter so we can ban him. Okay, first off, this is a long time ago, okay? We don't know when this happened. I don't think this is ban worthy. Second off, I don't collect your guys' info, which I know is a surprise because it would be very funny for me to do that. I would love it if I had all of your info because I would just subtly drop hints. You would tell me a whole story, and I'd be like, wow, you really did that in Missouri? I didn't mention Missouri in the story. How did Coney know that? Oh, that's how it goes down in the King's Ransom neighborhood in Columbus, Ohio. I get it. How did he know that? That one's less subtle, I guess. Does anyone live in King's Ransom in Columbus, Ohio? There's one guy, maybe. Probably one guy in on YouTube that's gonna freak out.
Me and some friends got very drunk one night, and I somehow ended the night with no hair on my face head other than my eyelashes.
They got you, yeah.
I had to get my passport picture taken in 2 days without my eyebrows, beard, or hair.
The end. That's it. Dude, every single airport you go to thinks you are a criminal. This is really you. They think you're the master of disguise. Every single airport you go to thinks you're Roger from American Dad. What are you up to this time? That's 10-year prank at least. Yeah, how long do passports last? Like a while, right? Quite a bit. That's what it is. They assume you have no fingerprints. Give me your hand right now. That's very funny. Passports last 10 to 15 years. Just popping open your passport pic to show them the hairless gentleman. The alopecia bandit. That's very funny. I would have drawn it on. Surely the camera can't, like, differentiate. It's not like an HD camera. I would just be drawing my eyebrows. You ever see Wooly Willy? Like the toys, the editor, throw up Wooly Willy. Like with the hair thing that you draw on. I would be like that. That'd be funny. Albert Lapisha.
I had to get.
Da-na-da-na-na-na-na.
I worked at a bakery back in high school.
Okay.
One day when I had just started to clean the bathroom,
Poop
one
story.
of the older coworker went into a stall and started moaning in an inappropriate manner.
Uh-oh.
He kept it up for 5 minutes straight and left the bathroom without flushing or washing his hands.
Stretching? Maybe like yoga? Maybe just he couldn't get anything out? He didn't come. It's not that. It's not that. You would definitely flush that. Surely. He most certainly did. Did he go? Where could he have gone? Dude, some bathrooms have a trash can, I guess, next to the... It can't be cum. He was cranking his hog. No, that's too obvious. There has to be... You're Scooby-Dooing it. You are going with the most obvious one. You're falling for the red herring. There's a Scooby-Doo angle on this. It's always... It's never the most obvious solution. Hold on.
I wasn't able to clean the stall that he was in until he left.
Yeah.
When I went in, I found a massive load of a glue-like substance in the toilet.
He came in the toilet. All right. I don't know if I would call it glue-like. The fuck is that? Ugh. What? Why wouldn't you flush? That must have been some release. You ever come so good you forget to flush? Jesus. Oh! Uh-oh, did somebody buy the big-ass shirt? I think someone did. Thanks for that. Bro was in a hurry. Apparently not if he did it for 5 minutes and was groaning the whole time. No.
I had to tell my manager who had their own young children working in the bakery that day.
Okay, you didn't need to tell.
When I told my boss, I had to stay in her office and talk to several corporate higher-ups about the load in the bowl.
Why? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You could have said this is a private conversation. For one, you could have just told the manager. You see that old guy that just left? Yeah, he blew a load in the bowl. Can you go clean it? I think you did it. I think you did it, and now you're making up a guy.
The gooner got fired, and I quit 3 weeks later.
Oh, he worked there. Oh, shit. Never mind. I thought it was someone else. It was an older coworker. Never mind. I assumed it was a customer or something. A coworker did that? Oh, I missed that bit. My bad. Shit. All right, I'm glad they got him. That's not going to stop his behavior, though. He's gonna do it somewhere else. He's going to find another job that is maybe more receptive to his amorous ways. Coming in a bakery? Weird. There's got to be a better place to do it. Right? All right. Oh my God, there's a cow. That's a big cow, too. Okay. Good story. Hold on. I'm going to change the audio for a second. I feel like my mic is quieter than normal. I'm pushing it up. How's that? Better? I think that's better. You know what the problem is? Is that loud? Oh, shit, really? Good? The problem is my volume goes from like 10 to 1. It's good. It's fine. All right. You say that till I start yelling. I'm going to go down a little bit. Yell right now. Ah! Oh my God. It went straight red. It actually went blood red on the thing. I'm sorry. 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 How bad was it? Look at all these big ass shirts. Thanks, everybody. Okay. Coney, I'm cooking. Okay? I didn't ask. All right. We need another roll call. Everybody raise your hand if you're still in chat and not dead. Is everybody okay? Raise your hand. All right. Everybody's okay. All right. Sorry. Didn't mean to kill you. Okay.
I'm a graduate student. I also have social anxiety,
Yep.
which isn't an excuse, but it is a warning.
Okay.
All my courses are in one building, and on the way to that building there's an open patio area where students hang out for bagels and stuff.
Yep.
Because of the captive audience, it's also a great place for activists, preachers, campaigners, and
Sure.
anyone else with flyers to hand out.
Yeah.
They walk up to you, try and get you into a conversation,
That's
then
smart.
ask you to join a group or sign a
Captive
sheet
audience.
or something.
Right. Yeah.
I don't remember if I was walking to class or walking back home, but one day I got confronted by one of these people on the sidewalk.
Okay.
A kind, smiling man who walked up to me and wanted to tell me about his organization.
Yeah.
I know I could have kept walking.
Right.
I know I could have said no thank you,
What did you say?
but I didn't. In a moment of whatever the opposite of brilliance is, I pretended to be deaf and signed at him.
He signed back, didn't he?
I don't know sign language.
Yeah.
I just made up hand signs for what felt like minutes while he kept trying to talk to me, completely in public.
Minutes?
I think he knew I was faking it from the look on his face, and eventually he was uncomfortable enough to let me go.
Okay, why? You know, because I was going to say, the idea here is that you're not deaf but mute. Because you can understand him, and you're doing, like, jutsu in front of him. And you can't talk, but you know, and he knows that you're bullshitting, right? Like, that's not gonna work for a while. All right. What happened after that?
I remembered this story because just recently I saw him on the patio again and he tried to talk to me again.
Okay, yeah.
This time, I was
Okay.
smart enough to walk away.
I'm not doing this bullshit again. I'm just not even gonna stop. That's smart. Okay. Yeah, just let him go after that. He only needs one sign language sign. This one right here. No thank you. Pop one of these. Do that shit at the mall. Excuse me. No. It's pretty good. That one's not too bad. Should have did it again. Yeah, you should have learned like more sign language just to see how far it could go.
To give some backstory, I moved when I was 11.
Okay.
When I was 14, I stayed the night at my estranged childhood best friend's house and a bunch of people were invited,
Okay.
including a girl I had a crush on in primary school.
That's elementary school.
I had brought a pack of cigarettes with me that I had bought as I had started smoking chop. Me and this girl snuck out at night to talk and flirt without being around others.
All right.
We proceed to be out there for hours and finish the pack.
Beautiful.
We start hooking up, and she's writing my face when a flashlight pans directly at us.
Oh my God.
And my best friend's dad looks angry and shocked.
Okay.
He cusses me out
Yeah.
and then asked me what happened to my face. Turns out she was on her period.
Dude. Come on, man. Come on, man. Fake story? Yeah, how do you not know? You know, dude. What? This is a fake story. This did not happen. We've all been there. The author's explicitly advertised fetish. That's not... Okay. You at 14 years old? Well, oh, hold on. No, I guess if you're young, you don't know. If it's dark, you don't. You're like, that's a weird sensation. No, that's true. First time you wouldn't know. Um, uh, the girl knew. Um, oh man, I know the first time you wouldn't know. Don't ask me how I know. I just know. It was dark. I believe this chatter. I believe them. This is not my story. This is not my story. But that my first time was that. But it didn't get that far in. It didn't get that far in. We're going to cut this from the YouTube, by the way. Cut this from the YouTube. This is way too, just to be clear. Yo, me too. Dap me up, big dog. Big dog, dap me up. Dap me We got exclusive content. Yeah, I was a little older than that, and I didn't know any better like this guy didn't, and I didn't get that deep in to have a face like okay. This is so gross. We're gonna move on. None of this is going on YouTube. This is so nasty. Why didn't she say anything? I don't know! Mine or his. I don't know why. Read the next line.
I got called vampire for the next 3 years.
Okay. I'm stupid. Stupid. This is my story! Ha 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 ha. Hold on, my light thing isn't working. This is stupid. This has to go on YouTube now? No, it definitely doesn't. Can vampires drink period blood? Yeah, yeah, man. I'm sure they can. It's never, like, explicitly stated, I think. Probably in an Anne Rice novel. Why wouldn't they be able to? It's blood. But it's a different kind of blood. It's like uterus blood, right? We should have spent a minute max on this story. Yeah, it's been like 10. I'm sorry, everyone. Why am I read and answered that. This is a disgusting night. I'm genuinely very sorry.
When I was in 4th grade, I would go down the slide during winter at recess, since the ice made you faster.
Whee!
There was a recess
Thanks,
after
Bucket.
an ice storm where my friends and I lined up waiting to zoom. When it was my turn, I flung myself a dangerous distance.
Okay.
I'm extremely lucky that I didn't get hurt, because my velocity had been stopped by a pair of legs.
Okay.
I accidentally drop-kicked a schoolmate at blinding speeds.
Boom!
She was carried away immediately by teachers, and they didn't get a chance to apologize.
All right.
I never
Sure.
even got a good look at what she looked like, or her name. The slides close in winter around the city since the incident.
All right.
Fast forward to my junior year of high school. I was asking out a girl.
No.
She said she wanted to like me, but declined.
Uh-huh.
Her response scarred me. You crippled my best friend for life. I forgot that even happened, and she needed to remind me of my Zangief maneuver. I still don't know who it is.
For life, dude? She's gonna, like, walk around with a cane and a hobble for life because you went down the slide? Like a Tiny Tim thing? Spinal, you think? He said he hit her in the legs. It's got to be like a hobble, right? Like, or a chair? Is this not... I guess it's not manslaughter. How fast are you fucking going, man? Jesus Christ, dude. You should be on trial. You're lucky I don't send this to the authorities. Jesus Christ. What a good friend, I guess. Yeah, you and I can't go out. You almost killed my friend. Her quality of life is like way worse now. This is a rough night. Listen, man, they can't all be sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes the darkness creeps in.
During my first
Thanks,
week
Walter.
of university,
Let's change it up. Where's my boy Charles? Let's go, Charles. Shall we?
During my first week of university, the Student Association put on a boat cruise party for the first years.
Hell yeah.
I was going with a mate of mine dressed in our old high school uniforms since that was the theme for the cruise.
Short.
Fast forward a
Okay.
few hours, I'm drunk and dancing away, and I notice a girl crawling around the deck, searching for what I presume her handbag or phone.
Sure. Like a contact, maybe.
I helped her up and asked her if she was okay and if she needed help, and she replied, "Oh, it's okay, I'm good, and if you haven't seen it, then you're not much help." So I let go, and she tumbled back onto the deck.
Okay. Tumbled. What?
I felt bad, so I helped her up again, and she was started to get annoyed, so I
Okay.
apologized and let her on her way.
All right. Sure.
She fell to the deck again, and at this point the
So
group
far
of people
we've had
around
come in
me
a
was...
workplace, period blood,
Okay,
and permanently crippling a child. Great start for today's Cringe Confessional.
All right, I forgot I gotta mute that. Thank you, souls. Yeah, today's kind of serious. Today is kind of serious. I forgot about the TTS. Okay.
She fell to the deck again, and at this point the group of people around me
Is
was
she just,
starting
like-
to notice and look at me with horror.
Is she just like drunk as hell and now like you're getting blamed with like throwing her on the floor again and again? Surely, right? Like she's just super drunk and now you're interacting with her too much and it looks like
The girl helps herself up this time, and it's then I notice she's actually missing a leg.
So you just keep picking up this girl. Hey, do you need help? No. Okay. Hey, you all right? You doing okay? All right, good luck. How do you miss that? It's on a boat. It's dark. You sure? You're picking her up like a ventriloquist dummy. You just keep picking her up and doing your stupid little bit. Hey, everybody, look who I have. Her name is Knothead.
And missing her prosthetic leg.
Oh. Yeah.
At this point, I keep
Okay.
apologizing and tell her I didn't notice that at all, but she laughed it off, saying it was okay.
Uh-huh. Dude, losing
She did end up
losing a prosthetic leg on a boat sounds miserable, especially with a lot of other people on it, because people are going to be kicking it around and like moving it, and it's probably going to sway with the boat. It might like roll somewhere, right? That sounds like hell. You're just hopping around on your one leg. How did pirates do it? Yeah.
She did end up finding her prosthetic and walking stick by the end of the cruise.
That's
And
nice.
to this day, we are good mates, and she is always one to have a good laugh about the prosthetic.
Good mates. This guy's a pirate. Would you call yourself first mates? Arg. Mateys even. They're on a boat losing legs. They're mates. Ahoy. Me prosthetic went over starboard. Oh, me prosthetic is now in Davy Jones' locker. That's funny. You know what? I saw another big ass shirt got sold. That shirt has sold so much more, I think, than anything else I've ever made, which pisses me off. I don't like that. That shirt is now, like, my thing. Actually, I think it sold less than the... Dude, the Hawaiian shirt did so good. The Hawaiian shirt did so good. Let me look at the number for how many big-ass shirts have sold. 1 second. It wasn't even your idea. I know. It was chat's idea, but what am I supposed to do? Pay you? $220 big-ass shirts. Good God. Let me see how much the Hawaiian sold. Jesus! The Hawaiian shirt sold 542. Damn. That was a good-ass product. 542 was nice. That did awesome. Sunny Hat did pretty good. Ooh, the numbers are pretty good. Swimmies aren't doing great, but again, I think it's because people can't feel them in person, you know? So, it's not bad. What about the Toad Hat? 156 this run, but like it sold, I think, thousands. Maybe not thousands, hundreds for sure. Yeah, it keeps selling out. It is sold out repeatedly, over and over and over. Summer is also winding down. Yeah, it's a little late, so. Howdy Hat's lifetime is probably around 1,000, maybe 2,000. I have like 1,000, 1,500. It's good. It's nice. Howdy Hats are great. It's also mid-August. There isn't a chance to wear the swimmies. Yeah, it's kind of bad timing. But buy them for next year. Stupid. When are you getting Cozy Toad merch? Maybe December. I want to do something for winter. So, we'll see. Please don't take off big-ass shirt yet. I'm still saving for it. Dude, it's $20. Do you not... I guess they're shipping. You got $20 for the big-ass shirt? Actually, no, it's 28. Sorry, in 5XL. You're right. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, shipping's crazy. You're right. My bad. Caught. That's on me. Congrats. Thanks for the big-ass shirt. Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Okay,
right,
so
I'm going to be honest. Charles is too slow tonight. I don't know what's going on. Let's go to Peter. Peter!
Okay, so in 11th grade I was becoming good friends with this girl.
Yep.
She sat in front of me in class and we just kinda vibed and did projects a lot together.
That's nice.
At some point I developed feelings for her.
Sure.
So one day I mustered up the courage to tell her how I felt.
That's nice.
Keywords: tell her how I felt, not ask her out.
Okay.
I did it in the most embarrassing way possible.
All right.
One day as we were getting ready to leave school,
Thanks, Partholo.
in the
Thank you, Service.
hallway in broad daylight, I was talking to her and in a spur of the moment, as she was about to leave, I tapped her shoulder and told her I liked her.
Okay. So.
Flat out.
Uh-huh.
Nobody noticed, but she was understandably flustered and told me we should just be friends.
Okay.
But here's
That's
the
fine.
cringe part. It turns out a friend of mine did notice and asked me about what we were saying the next day.
Right.
I told him, verbatim, that I got friend-zoned.
Uh-huh.
First mistake.
Why? That sounds...
Unfortunately, it got out to the entire grade, and
Uh-huh.
people were going up to her and asking her why she did that, which I didn't think would happen.
Why'd you do that? Why did you friend zone that guy? He's a really nice guy. Why did you friend zone him? Why don't you like that guy? You should like that guy. He likes you. He likes you. Why don't you like him? What a fucked up thing to do. This isn't your fault. What a fucked up friend. How 11th grade? Wait, this is in junior year. What? These people are like 16, 17 years old? You are in high school with some messy bitches. This is some hot tea. This must be in a fucking... There must not be anything going around. This is like an opioid epidemic school. Y'all ain't got laser tag? Go have like a bonfire. What the fuck? All right, sure.
One day in drama class she confronted me and asked me why I told PPL I got friends and...
Well, you did. I mean, you did. You got... What do you want to say? Like, you did... right? Like, okay.
I apologized, but I didn't give a reason.
What?
She also said that if I really wanted us to date, she didn't mind.
Art of the deal. Actually, you know what? I actually kind of like you now. It's pretty good. It worked. Yeah, peer pressure. Yup. It worked out. Hey, it all worked out just like it was supposed to. Just like it was supposed to. Yup. Didn't mind. That's exactly what I want somebody who's about to go out with me to say. Awesome. Thank you.
I refused because I didn't want her to force herself, and it sort of felt like pity points as well.
Okay, Giga Chad. This shit is confusing now. This is intricate. Guy asks out girl. Girl says no. Guy says she friend zoned him. Girl says, why did you say that? Guy says, I'm sorry. Girl says, actually, I will date you. Guy says, I don't want to. This is too many twists. This sounds like you want the show to go on for like 3 more seasons. This is too much.
After that, we never really talked as much as before, and I never saw her again after we graduated.
That is an awful story. That's the end. This is one of the worst stories on Cringe Confessional I've ever heard. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. This was an ass story that wasn't cringe. Nothing happened. What the fuck was that? This poor girl just got harassed. I mean, but you didn't do it. That's not your fault, right? Like, all right, sure. The school harassing the girl was why are so many people buying the shirt? I can't ignore this anymore. So many people are spending $20 to buy this fucking shirt. What is that? Dude, I've been ignoring it. But legitimately, it's... Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm looking at the page. It says 220. If I reload the page, it now says 227. What the fuck? Oh my god. Thank you, Chase. $30 Snuggie with a gimmick. It's so dumb. That's what everybody likes. It's everybody's favorite shirt. It's so stupid. Whatever. Why don't you guys get one of the other things? Get the shirt, man. The shirt's great. The sunshine shirt. It feels so good. All right. I can't wait to see Coney wearing the big ass shirt on stream. Oh, I should. I should be wearing any of my merch right now. I'm terrible at marketing. I'm ass at this. Thank you, 24K. Appreciate it, man. You got the surf one? Dude, the surf one's my favorite. It's really nice. Coney's pissed because it's the one item he makes no money on. I make way less. The margins are thin because that is an ass shirt. I need a top for the swim trunks, you misogynist. I actually had a few people come up to me and they're like, why didn't you make a girl swimsuit thing? And I was like, really? I would sell like 3. For who? I would lose money on getting the inventory. But maybe next year. Maybe next year. That's what we need the census for. Good point. We need to see how many there are. That's true. All right.
Around when I was 8 years old,
Coney bikini?
I had a crush on a girl who I have been friends with since kindergarten.
Okay.
As a child who had been raised in a Catholic household, we went to church every Sunday, from which this girl also went as well.
All right.
I have never been too religious, but I knew she was. So whenever I was at church, I would act super into it to try and impress her.
Oh, Jesus? I love Jesus. Jesus is my favorite.
I have never. Fast forward to a day when communion was happening, and it was my turn to walk up and grab some bread and dunk it in grape juice.
I want all of Jesus' blood. Mmm. Give me more of his flesh, please.
As I walk past her, I stuff my face with it, rub my stomach, and say with a muffled tone, so good.
The blood of Christ. Mmm. Yum, yum. I will remember him. Is that sacrilegious? Yeah, I don't, because he's telling me to eat it. What if I spit? Yuck! Tooey, yuck! That's disgusting. I don't know what the right way to respond to that is. I don't know what to do.
When I return, as I walk past her,
hold on,
I stuff my face with
this.
it, rub my stomach, and say with a muffled tone, so good. She gives a confused face, and her parents gave me a scowl.
You're not supposed to like it. What do you mean? It's Welch's. What the fuck? I don't know why. It's Welch's grape juice that is Christ's blood.
When I returned to my pew, I spit the bread into a tissue because my face was so stuffed I could not chew it.
This greedy-ass kid wants to eat all of Christ's flesh. Leave some for the rest of us, kid. Good God. You had that much in your mouth? Little pig wants to eat all of Christ.
She never sat next to me in class again, and we moved a year later. Looking back 12 years later, I probably dodged a bullet, considering now I'm a trans lesbian.
Okay. Dodged a bullet? All right, I guess so. A bullet? All right. Okay. Big twist ending, I guess. All right. What's the bullet? Yeah, I don't know what the bullet was there. That's what I'm confused. All right, hey, congratulations. Live your truth. Christianity is the bullet. I guess Catholicism, right? That's true.
Look, Mom, a black person. I, a white boy, exclaimed as I pointed to a man who wasn't the first black person I had ever seen.
I was about to say you wouldn't do that to the first person because you wouldn't know people came in black. The first black person you saw, you'd be like, if you weren't warned, right? Just, what's going on over there, right? But once you've seen a couple, you're like, I know what that is. That person's just like me, except for one fundamental difference. Warned? Okay. Warned. Okay. Let me go. If you weren't made aware. Oh, God. I'm in big trouble now. You're right. You're right. Warned is a strange word for that. I mean, I don't see color, as we all know. So. You want to know why I say warned? I'm not kidding. Whenever I hear a story like this, and I've told this story before, I think about all the things that you don't think to tell your kid, because I had a family member who, when they were young, like very young, and I've talked about it probably on this series before, but definitely on the channel, every time they would see a black person, they would laugh uncontrollably. Not in my family, but, extended family. They would just laugh a lot, and that was a really weird problem for that family. The kid was like 2 or 3, and would be like pushed around in a scooter, which is a little weird. Yeah, I've told this story before. So, you kind of have to tell kids stuff before you go out into the world, right? So, anyway, they have additional melanin. Anyway, that's all. Your kid thought a short person was a child. Yeah, that happened too. I told this story on stream before, but I'll tell it again because it's very funny. My kid and I were leaving a Walmart recently. I think we were getting stuff to go to the beach. And as we walk out, the person that checks the receipts was like not a little person, but was like a very short girl. Like maybe like 4'6". Like, not a little person, but like a little person, right? And my kid, as she passed her, said, "Oh, you're getting so big." Which is what people tell her, including me. And as I knew what she was saying, I laughed at it. She's like, "Oh, you're getting so..." I was trying so hard to like in that like polite nervous laughter way. I was trying to make it so the girl didn't hear it. It was a weird feeling. So, you made it worse? I hope not. Because I was clear I wasn't laughing at her. It was that polite like parent chuckle like, "Oh, isn't that funny? Kids say the darndest things." That kind of thing. So, but I have never heard her say that before or since. That's the only time I've heard her say that to a person. So, very strange. I don't know what made her say that. So anyway, there's that story. Let's start this one over.
"Look, Mom, a black person." "I, a white boy," exclaimed as I pointed to a man who wasn't the first black person I had ever seen.
Yeah.
This happened when I was no older than 7. My sister used to do Irish step dances at the time, so I would be forced to wait in a hallway with one of my parents when she was at her practices. One day, there was a black man who I assume was waiting for his kid standing in front of me and my mom. This, for some reason, was something worth pointing out to my mother.
Yeah, wait a minute. We're pointing out black people at 7? 7? That feels a little late. Where do you live? I need to know the demographics of your general location. What state are we in? Are we in the... Can't even be the Bible Belt, right? What the fuck? Where are we? Mom got some splaining to do. Yeah, this is more on the parents. What the fuck is that?
"Look, Mom," I declared, "a black person." The man stared at me on my mom's lap, and my mom started to put her hand over my mouth and told me to shut up as she apologized to the man. Even now, as I am in college, my mom will bring up the story from time to time and laugh about it.
Uh-huh. So your mom thinks it's funny. Interesting. Your mom thinks it's so funny that happened. All right. Like you're the funny one for doing that. That's your fault. All right. How did the other guy react? He's probably like, "Well, you got me." True. It is. Caught. It is. Somebody pointed at me and said, "Look, a white person." I'd be like, people do it in chat every day. I did a video of me doing the cha-cha slide yesterday, and everybody's calling me white now, so, I face oppression too. It's crazy.
When I was 13, I went to an after-wedding party with my parents.
You didn't even do it right. Okay, I did the cha-cha slide with no lyrics. What do you want me to do? Wait, did you think I didn't go to the left? I went to the left, and then I took it back now. That's my left, stupid. You thought because I went to your right that I did it wrong? You go to the left first. Did you cha-cha real smooth? I didn't have to. I didn't get to that point. Coney, you're one of the good ones. Why does everyone keep saying that to me?
When I was 13, I went to an after-wedding party with my parents. Being at the start of my shitty teenage phase, I didn't want to go nor even knew who were getting married.
Okay.
Once we arrived, I quickly saw a girl roughly my age coming to greet me and asked me if I wanted to play. As
Aw.
everyone else at the wedding was 20 plus, I accepted even though at this time I was really scared of girls.
Who isn't?
We spent the whole afternoon together and slowly created a connection. Knowing she lived far away, I knew I wouldn't see her again, so I
Aw.
made the most of my first time really talking to a girl.
This is sweet.
She even took my first kiss right before my parents called me
Aw.
up to join the adults and come see the husband and the bride making their speech before we leave.
How does this mess up? This sounds
That's
like
when
a
I learned
beautiful...
that the girl I was talking to was the daughter of the husband, and that the husband was my father's cousin.
Oh. So... How many degrees is that? Is that allowed? That's the end, by the way. How far... Hold on. Your father's cousin's daughter. I'll allow it. Wrong button. No. That one. I'll allow it. I really gotta mark those buttons better. I have a responsibility to myself and to others to do that correctly. My bad. Bit failed. Try again next week. Yeah, I never do it right. Second cousins, I'll allow it. There's one for the YouTube editor if they want to use it. Perfect. I was expecting you to hit the yo. Second cousins, I'll allow it. That's confusing. What did he mean by that? That's a weird thing to do. And what are my other buttons again? Right, ending the stream. That one. All right. I really should take better care of this. I really should, note that. Don't cry. It's not over yet. The stream's not over yet. Coney's not going up. This is stupid. All right. Full stream deck stream. All right, let's do it.
When I was born,
I want to change it up. Let's go Will. Hey, listen, will you guys stick around for the bounty tonight? Be honest. I got Terminal Brigade. Could you guys, leave the stream on? It would mean a lot to me. Just leave it open, okay? It's a great PvE roguelike game. Just leave the stream open, leave the tab open, leave me playing on that monitor. It would mean a lot. Sure, man, whatever. That's all I need. What do you mean, no first-time chatter? Huh?
When I was born,
I will mute you and watch Wicked. That is a choice for good. I tried to come up with a Wicked line. It's so nice one, thank you. That sucks. I tried to come up with a Wicked line. What the fuck is a Wicked line on that? Whatever. I tried to fucking... That was wicked bad. Shut up. I tried to think of a song that I could think of. Whatever, man. I haven't seen the show in a long time.
when I was born, my throat didn't function all that well.
Ew.
This led me to develop a very weak gag reflex.
Okay, hold on. Why is he talking so slow? Let's turn that up a little bit. Ugh.
This led me to develop a very
Okay, that's a little bit too fast. Let's dial it back.
This led me to develop a very weak gag reflex.
Right.
I'm talking about having to travel with barf bags when I was younger, because I could
God.
throw up from the weirdest causes.
Okay, sheesh.
As I grew older, my fear of throwing up in public worsened, but the
Okay.
triggers narrowed down to two main things: anxiety and poop. When I was round 17, I went to E3 for the very first time.
Okay.
The drive there combined with the amount of people I was around combined with how excited I was triggered my spidey sense.
Okay.
So I knew I was going to throw
What
up
a
soon.
terrible passive to
I
have.
made my way to the bathroom, and to my horrible realization, the bathroom was completely packed.
All right.
I waited for a stall to open up and got it, preparing to try and throw up as quietly as possible, when the man in the stall next to me unleashed the most cartoonishly sounding Family Guy-esque diarrhea fart I've ever heard.
Dude, do you ever go to a public bathroom and you're like, you're doing that on purpose? You ever go to a public bathroom and you're like, what? Why are you performing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, every once in I'm like, you are pushing in there. Can you not have a little decorum? You know what I'm talking about? Like a guy who's like pushing to make the loudest noise possible. Like they want like applause when they leave the stall. I hate that. Coney, some people have IBS. Oh, here we go. When the chatter is too woke. Okay. Coney, did you not consider the fact that some people have very big buttholes? Some people just be flapping? My bad. Sorry. Tonight's stream sucks. It's a rough night. You guys poop in public? If I have to. Not like I would ever choose to. It's not like I go to Starbucks for the potty. Right? I don't get the joke here, man. Contender for worst stream of the year. If this is my worst stream, I think it's not so bad. I feel like if this is the worst one, then I'm pretty good. I've had way worse ones in past years. Seriously, I've had way worse ones. This isn't so bad. There's so much worse. And this one wouldn't even be my fault. This would be E. Compton and Keem Frizzle's fault. Because they came up with the stories. You can blame them. I'm just saying, State Farm Stream 1, yeah, that one was weird. I don't mean to sound rude, but you remind me of Roger from American Dad. Can I tell you something? Today I made a Roger from American Dad reference, and my friend was like, I don't know who that is. Are they the really buff guy in the wheelchair? And I'm like, that... I was like, how do I even... We are way behind. And then I had to explain, try to explain Roger, it's an alien and he loves disguises. Like, that doesn't sound, it's like, no, but it's really funny because he loves disguises. And they're like, okay. And he's like, gay. Okay. It's funny, man. That's all. All right. Oh, okay. Got it. Why do we get off on this tangent? I'm just saying I feel like people in the public bathroom should have a little shame. Like, I can't believe that they just blast it instead of, keep that shit to yourself as best you can. Sorry. This guy's about to throw up. 1 second.
I thought this...
Could you kill an alien hand-to-hand? Depends on the alien. Is it Roger? Yes. He looks mostly water. Is it, the alien from Signs? Probably not. It's a xenomorph? Then I'm definitely dead. Depends. Are they slimy? An alien? That narrows it down. A Mars Attacks alien I would kill if it was hand-to-hand. If they don't have a gun, then sure. Is Jigglypuff? I would rip Jigglypuff apart with my bare hands like a big cotton candy piece. Just... Coney, when he sees Marvin the Martian, does he have his Q-36 space modulator? If so, then I lose. I'd kill his dog. Oh, right, let me squeeze my butthole to the size of a dime for Coney's comfort. Shut up! It's not just for me, it's for everyone around. Why did he read that? I'm just saying, you could dilate that shit for everyone's comfort. Right? Keep that shit extra small, please. Or else this guy's going to throw up. This is a bad stream. My streams, whenever I get back from a big event, are always like, it's not great, man. I'm tired.
I thought the sound was so funny that I laughed out loud for a second before involuntarily throwing up.
Oh, God.
Haha, UUAAGHHHH is what it sounded like. The man in the stall heard that and he started laughing, releasing another fart. This went back and forth about 2-3 times before I couldn't throw up anymore. But there was no doubt that every single person in that bathroom heard me throw up and heard the man violate the toilet.
This sounds like a beautiful moment. I would wait outside the stall to shake his hand. That sounds beautiful. You guys had a concert. That's beautiful. Like, you were a choir. Wow. This is what it means to be human. This is our ancient ancestors meeting by the bonfire. This is beautiful. That's amazing.
I left the stall with my eyes to the floor,
Oh my
quickly
God.
washed my hands and left.
Yeah.
My only solace in this utter embarrassment was that hopefully, a man who had explosive farts at E3 is telling the same story.
Was it anybody? Anybody in chat? Does anybody else recognize this story? Were you in the stall next door? This is probably the most I've caught of a stream of yours. Really enlightening to see just how much I assume gets cut from YouTube. Thank you, Sam, man. Let me be clear. It is not usually this bad. This is a disgusting stream. It's not normally like this. This is a very nasty stream. This is not normal. And I mean that. It's not normally like this. It can be gross, but not this consistently gross and this obscene. It's very crass. So, the editor's going to have trouble figuring out how to make a full-length video from this. Yeah, there's a lot of fat to cut, but that's his problem. Never eat during the stream. Never eat, never drive. Those are the rules. 8-minute video Friday. Well, just a quick one. All right. That was fun.
In my home country, Sudan, North Africa,
Okay.
we have a somewhat confusing bus transportation system.
Sure.
I was on my way back from uni. I
It's
passed by the
university.
market with the bus stops to wait for mine, and a blind man was asking for help from anyone to get on the bus.
Yeah.
Being the good man that I am, I decide to ask him about his destination, told him which bus he should be on, and guided him to it until he got on, and he thanked me. Felt great.
Did you tell him to get on the wrong bus?
For like a minute when I realized I got him on the wrong bus. I sure hope he made it home that day.
That guy's gonna kill you. If that guy ever finds you, you're in big trouble. You've made an enemy for life. You have made an enemy for... This guy is the snail that will eventually find... How big of a country is Sudan? Is this guy safe? Oh, you have an enemy, bro. Sudan is huge. All right, you got away with it then. That's pretty funny. Oh my god, dude. What do you even do? You see the bus drive away, you're like, that was definitely the wrong one. You can't get back in contact. You just have to hope that guy is smart enough to figure it out. But if he's not smart enough to figure the bus stops, and you're not smart enough to figure the bus stops, that guy's stuck. All right. Well, listen, man. I hope you are safe. Keep yourself safe, man. Maybe buy a home defense system. That guy's going to come find you. Sudan is like 2 Texases.
Improv.
What? Hold on. God damn, that's a big country. Hold on. One second. Bro. He's not finding you. You're here? You got how? Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. That's a big ass country. You got away with it. Yeah. I don't know why I assumed the buses go from like one end to the other. Bro's gonna end up in Eritrea. I would go to Chad. And doxed. Shut up. This is stupid. Okay. Wrap it up. Yeah, this is a stupid bit. All right.
Improv theater is pain, especially the physical tasks.
How many countries can you name? Probably 100. I would think. At least 50.
For a great...
How many countries are there? Like 200? 250, I think. 226. Right. I could definitely do 100. You can't name 100. I definitely could. I'm positive I could name 100 countries. Yes, I could. I definitely could. I can't do it now. I'm busy. I'll do it later. We're already so behind. We're actually not that behind. We're doing pretty good. We're pretty good on time right now. Even with the fuck-ass subula. Okay.
For a grade, we were asked to choose an animal and physically imitate it.
Hee-haw!
This was in college. By the way, grown adults.
Yeah, this is a normal theater exercise. You be an animal.
I chose a dog. Nice and simple.
Sure.
Or so I thought.
Boring.
It wasn't until I kneeled down that I realized I was not at all in shape to do things on all fours.
Okay.
But I had already committed.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Aussie breakdancer?
I do, yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
But to complete silence, save for the squeaking of my sneakers, occasional thuds of hands and knees on the floor, and my constant heavy panting.
Well, that's a dog.
And a cough or
Panting
two
is
from the
dogs.
14 students watching
Right.
me. I kept going for about 5 minutes, waiting for the professor to call time.
5 minutes is a very long time. Not all dogs are that active. You could have been an old bloodhound or something. You didn't have to, like, go into fucking husky puppy mode, right? You could be a sleeping dog. That's true. You didn't have to be like a yappy Pomeranian. There's got to be, like, easier stuff to do.
But nobody did. When I had to stop because I was completely out of breath, I finally realized that we could stop whenever we wanted.
Ta-da!
Most of the others only went for about 30 seconds. So to the other students sitting there, they thought that I was so excited to be a dog that I forced them to endure 5 minutes of me alternating between flopping around on my hands and knees and catching my breath. God, why?
This guy really enjoys this. Like, what does this guy do? Like, everybody else stopped. Why does he keep going? Bark. Oh my God, dude. Stop, man. You got an A. You got an A. You did it. A+. Stop barking at me, dude. Jesus. Did you go first? Surely you had to go first. Maybe the rule was 5 minutes, and the teacher was like, "We gotta cut that. I don't wanna see somebody do that again. There's a lot of four-legged animals. I don't want any of those." You probably changed the curve quite a bit.
At this time, it was my 5th birthday, so my parents decided for a 5th party let's splurge and take her to Chuck E. Cheese's with the tables, birthday stage, and all that.
Fancy ass.
Even invited the school kids and family.
Sheesh. Going
In
all
my
out at the
5-year-old
birthday.
mind, I was like, hey, it's my birthday, I am a show off and get on this stage with the animatronics. Keep in mind this was my first time there. I didn't know about animatronics, I've only seen the mascot. Plus they weren't moving, they were still. So I started dancing on stage.
Okay, my guess. Okay, let me predict it. Chucky comes to life. Kid gets scared to fucking death, jumps through the table. like he's superhuman. Just jumps through the table like he just dives out off the stage. Pees his pants, you think? No way. Not quite. Like, he jumped off the table and got hurt. Surely. For sure.
My mom said, "Hey, get off the stage." And I, being the smart ass that I was
Birthday
because it was my
boy.
birthday, said no. And like karma, the animatronics came on. All I heard was, "Hey kids." I screamed to the top of my lungs and swan dived off the stage and face planted crying. My dad, who was by the arcade games with my baby brother, booked it to the stage to pick me up while I was screaming bloody murder crying on the floor in front of all these school kids, while my mom just watched it all unfold, was dying of laughter at the table. She said till this day it's still the funniest shit she's seen me do. Not gonna lie, I'd laugh at myself too.
Okay, I wasn't able to find a good place to pause because that story just kept going. Fucking just Chucky, the lights coming on. Chucky, hey kids! Ah! I would dive off the stage too. Those things move very suddenly indeed. That's very scary. That's a good story. And I believe it. I believe it. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's funny that you don't know that they dance. You just see them on stage and you're just like, yeah, I guess they just sit there. That's fine. I guess they just stand on the stage and I just had to use my imagination. Whatever. Hey, kids is very... Did none of the staff notice he was on stage? I promise you, none of the staff give a shit. If you have not been to a Chuck E. Cheese recently, I implore you to go. The staff doesn't give a single shit about anything or anyone. I went to a Chuck E. Cheese semi-recently. Roach in the bathroom. The people were just not attentive. I got to the stand to try to like get money for the games. Two women like standing like they're young girls like high school or college age, like very young with their uniforms on, standing not like out of sight but like behind a wall. Like I couldn't see them, but I definitely could, and I'm like kind of hitting the like I'm trying to sigh a little bit or just like drum on the table. They definitely see me having a little chat. Nobody gives a fuck about Chuck E. Cheese. Not to sound parasocial and weird, but I bet you're a fiend at skee-ball. Bro, I can tell you the story now. Went on a date. Was like a barcade in Columbia, Maryland. We were pretty comfortable. We were pretty... paid chatter. We were pretty comfortable, so she knew I was a gamer. She was like, so you'll probably beat me at any game here. And I'm like, yeah, probably. I'm kind of nice. Not only did I lost at skee-ball because I kept going for the 10 or 20K in the corner. Didn't hit any of them. But she went to the bathroom, and I saw a Street Fighter 2 Turbo Cab or whatever, the new fighters. She comes back. I'm Ken against DJ. Round 1, I lost. She was like, what level was that? I was like, oh, that's like the final boss. She was like, I was only in the bathroom for like a minute. I'm like, yeah, it's a very short game. That guy's really strong. His pants say maximum. He has the maximum strength. He's very powerful. He can throw like a fireball out of his hands. Nobody else can do that. It was a good date. It was awesome. All right. What if she went, you are ass-ass at games? I'd be like, you've been in the stream? And then she would XDD, and I would have to be like, I need to leave. I can't do that. I would not want to. I would not be on a. If I found out I was on a date with a viewer, I would immediately call an Uber. I would have to get out of there.
My mom said, hey, get off the stage.
My true Cringe Confessional story is that totally anonymous from Twitch chat is that I've made hentai games for a full-time living for the past 10 years and I love it. Hey, thanks for the first-time message. Congrats on finding your life's purpose. Congratulations. It's not really anonymous, right? If you have the name. It's fine. Very cringe having a fulfilling career. Well, chase the bag, I guess. It's rough for hentai game makers right now. Is it? Dude, AI is probably a big-ass threat to your job, right? If I made hentai games, AI is absolutely going to destroy my life. Oh, my God. Damn. There's a lot of censorship going on. Well, there's that too, I guess. Check Itch.io recent games. If this chatter says another weirdo thing, I'm shooting. Hey, safety off. Fire at will, mod. It's all up to you. Thank you, Pandaceptions. Hey, guys, subscribe with Twitch Prime or Tier 1. The ads are coming in 10 seconds. Here they come. Okay, that guy's dead. I think that guy was advertising. AI can't hold a candle to 50 hours of voice work and 2,000 hand-animated Disney-quality scenes with 21 endings and 5,000 storyline variants. Where? 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 Are we doing a bounty? Disney quality? Hey, my business email is zach@coney.gg. Let's work something out. Link? That's crazy. That's insane. I just want to support independent developers. What's so wrong about that? You guys like Deltarune. I love this Chatter's Big Titty Disney Adventure. What's the difference? All right.
I've been watching backlogs of Cringe Confessional on YouTube for the past 2 weeks while eating my midnight pizzas.
Eating your midnight pizzas? I don't know why that's so funny to me. It's 12 a.m. Multiple pizzas. It's like the assumption of the nightly routine. Like, there's like a routine that we all share. You know, my midnight pizzas. Oh, I love my midnight pizzas. Like a little cookies and milk. I got a couple pizzas. I don't know why that's so funny to me. A long-standing Coney tradition. I don't... Okay. All right. Well, I'm honored. Thank you. Thank you. Please continue.
Whenever I watch these stories, I think to myself, wow, so many people have such great stories of embarrassing stuff that happened to them. I like to think I had an eventful childhood, but I don't have any stories like these.
Okay.
I was wrong. I've had a horrible memory of my middle school years lately because it all just drifted away throughout high school.
Thanks, Violet.
People say that severe depression can greatly affect your memory, so I always assumed that's what caused it.
I should have assumed that by the midnight pizzas. All right. Severe depression, midnight pizzas. All right. Is this Kermit?
Tonight, while watching an episode of Cringe Confessional, I reached an epiphany that is currently reshaping my identity and conceptions about my middle school life.
Yours.
The truth is that my horrible memory is a result of many things, but a big one is apparently repression.
Okay.
Only a few times in my life have I felt this awakening where I evaluate my life based off unlocked memories. But this is the first time the repressed memories were solely traumatic because of the overflowing cringe content of it all.
Okay.
The Cringe Confessional submission that triggered this was from over a year ago. It was a pretty unremarkable one about this kid who ate his test paper in school since his teacher promised him an A
I remember
if
that
he
one.
did.
Yeah, alright.
The specific part that unlocked the memories for me was when his teacher said to him, "You are a very strange child." And it reminded me of a moment in 6th grade when my teacher said the same to me.
Okay.
That incident isn't the story I'm here to share,
Okay.
though. I was a very socially challenged child, and I had a big problem with needing a lot of attention from others in school since my parents left me home alone for hours every day.
Oh my god, okay,
I
that's
think
not
this
good.
is the case for a lot of class clowns and other attention seekers in school.
Okay, interesting
It wasn't uncommon
hypothesis.
for me to humiliate myself in school to get attention from all of my peers.
Okay, so just to be clear, there's not a word minimum that we need to hit for cringe confessional stories. We don't need. You are not paid by the word. You could submit a story no matter the length. We could just have any number of words here, but let's keep it up. All right.
It wasn't uncommon. During lunch, I used to go up to this table that only girls sat at, and just kind of check in with them in a convoluted sort of way, because I didn't know how to speak personally with others.
Really?
One day, I went over to the table of girls and said, "Claire, you said chocolate chip cookies are your favorite, right?" She had never even spoke to me. "I just made that up to start something."
Wow, okay.
She said, "What are you talking about? I've never ever talked to you about cookies. But yeah, I guess chocolate chip is my favorite kind." I replied, "You don't remember the conversation we had outside Mrs. Something's class?" Again, this was a complete fabrication.
I know!
Well, anyways,
I get it!
I wanted to show my appreciation for you, so I bought you some cookies from the cafeteria.
What the fuck?
I said. Then, I revealed the stack of choco chip cookies that I stole from the cafeteria, because $1.50 for a cookie seemed unreasonable to me back then. She replied, "Oh, no, it's okay, you can keep the cookies. I already have my lunch." And I shot back with, No, I bought them on your account, so it's basically like you paid for them. Here you go." And set the cookies on her table. I thought she would say, "How did you find out my account info?" Or maybe, "Give me back the money you spent from my account."
Yeah, that would be the normal
But she did not take it
response.
that lightly. The way my school worked was that you, or usually your parents, would deposit money into your school lunch account online.
This is very important for the lore. This is very important for the lore.
Some people's parents were more strict than others about how these funds could be spent.
Okay.
In the website, you can select options that mean that your child can only use the funds on certain types of food in the cafeteria.
Right. Yeah.
Some would limit the kids to like $1 for snacks or drinks, while still allowing them to buy the main entree. Apparently, Claire's parents were pretty strict with how they set things up.
Really?
Claire stood up out of her chair and yelled in my face, "What is wrong with you? I don't even know why you always come here trying to talk to us. We all hate you and you were so annoying.
Oh, man.
Now my dad's gonna kill me and it's your fault."
That's not nice of Claire.
That was not a response I was prepared for.
Man.
Her strong emotions kind of snapped me out of the silly persona I was trying to put
Chatter.
on. I had no idea what to say, so I just said I was just joking.
Just kidding.
I actually just bought them on my account.
Good one.
Sorry, but that did not ease tensions.
Funny.
She continued yelling at me and I didn't know what to do, so I just ran back to my seat and told my friends at the table, "There's a crazy girl who's really mad at me." And then Claire ran in with a big group of her friends all the way next to my seat. She continued yelling at me and berating me and I had a little anxiety attack because I had no idea what to do and just got completely overwhelmed.
Okay.
I started crying and she said, "Why are you crying? What's wrong with you?" And in panic, I slammed my face down into the plate of food I had.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the lunch that day happened to be serving spaghetti with piping hot marinara sauce.
Okay.
I was already overwhelmed, but now I was overwhelmed with burning hot marinara sauce all over my face and in my eyes. I tried opening my eyes, and I was nearly blind from the tears and burn. I yelled in pain loud enough for some teachers to hear and walk over.
Fuck is this?
At this point, I was completely dissociating from life to avoid this forsaken reality. My history teacher shows up saying, "What the heck did you do?"
Oh,
And I replied, "I want to KLL myself."
oh my god.
This was not the correct answer to his question.
Holy shit.
Since I said that, the history teacher decided to call the principal in to deal with me.
Uh-huh.
Fast forward a few minutes, and I'm sitting in my principal's office with a still slightly saucy face, explaining to this 80-year-old man what I did.
My god.
I walked out with a 2-week lunch detention, and a hole where my dignity used to be.
The end. Oh my god. Dude, that chatter has written that chatter is Homer. That was Homer of Greek legend. That is the first feature-length Cringe Confessional. Thank you for all of the lore, all of the detail. I especially like the part where you regaled us with tidings of an earlier Cringe Confessional story, and then that didn't have to do with anything. We just said that. You remember when that happened? I remember it. Anyway, here's my story. Thank you for that. A little prologue. A little prologue there. Get someone to animate this. Yeah, if I have any animators in the Coney community, listen, I think this story would be perfect for a little story time. I think we got to lay off the midnight pizzas, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think we need any more midnight pizzas. It's kind of changing our brain chemistry here. That is a huge story. How many words is that? Hold on. 1 second. Word counter says that is 1,092 words. And it would take you 6 minutes to speak it. If I told you that story, it would take 6 minutes. Congratulations to the first 1K Cringe Confessional. Good. That actually must be... Okay, I want to show you guys something. This is the... I'm going to show you the Cringe Confessional Master Doc, okay? I'm gonna show you how the sausage is made a little bit. So when I pick a story from the stream, I highlight it so I can copy and paste it into the reader. What the fuck? Most stories are like that. This is the vomit story. This is the look, mom, a black person. This is the what is this? The friend zoned thing? Yeah, this is the friend zoned one. This is the marinara biblical text. Biblical story. Wow. What a tale. All right. Somebody said I see at least one poop story. We'll see. We've had one. Leak the rest of the stories. Listen, that's your fault if you want to read them. Sheesh. 13 stories left? No, not. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 12. Stupid. We do 30 every night. Cringe Confessional is 30 stories. Does that say it was submitted at midnight? Oh my god. This submission came in at 12:48. Right after the midnight pizzas. The pizzaing hour. This guy should be used to marinara sauce. Am I right? Like, you know what I mean? Piping hot? Environmental storytelling. This is like a clue in blueprints. This is like a puzzle here. We had our 2 midnight pizzas. 48 minutes later, it's time to type up this story. Wait a minute. If it got submitted at 48, he's probably eating the pizzas. It probably takes 48 minutes to write this story. Right? Might be multitasking, having the pizzas while typing it up. Oh, my God. With sauce all on his fingers. What a story, man. That was... Thank you, Keene or Compton, for submitting that. What a tale. Also, Yars, I didn't see you at Supernova. I was going to give you a big-ass shirt. You missed out on your shirt, man. You blew it. This is absurdly E. Compton coded. I wonder if we'd be able to guess. I don't know. Very good story. I sadly had vacation. This is going to spawn at least 20 copycats. Yeah, I hope nobody, like, it's better when you don't try. I hope nobody tries to be that guy. God, that's awesome. All right. Back to work.
Hi, Coney.
Hey.
For context, I was born on September 11th, 2001.
Jesus Christ. Happy birthday! That's got to suck. What time did you come out? Was it before like 9 a.m. or whatever? You're born and everybody, including your mom, is looking at the TV. It's on CNN. Nobody's looking at the baby. Is the baby crying? I don't know. What's going on over there? Are we at war? I think you're supposed to do the startle reflex test. No, I'm busy. I think I might need to leave the country. Wah. Oh. Desperate ass baby wanting attention. We just had the biggest attack on our home soil in decades. I'm the baby. Gotta love me. Boy, I would really like some breast milk. Stupid ass baby.
My parents neglected to tell me as a child that my birthday was on a day most remember as horrible.
Yeah.
So it just was like a normal holiday to me.
Okay.
As icebreaker in 4th grade, my teacher was asking for everyone's favorite holiday. So when I'm called on, I proudly say 9/11.
Oh, God.
Unfortunately, what I didn't know was that my teacher's close friend, think like best friends or something along those lines, had died during the attacks.
Okay, wait a minute. You don't say my birthday. You said 9/11? If somebody asked me my favorite holiday, I wouldn't say 12/25. I would say Christmas. What do you mean? That doesn't sound real. What's your favorite holiday? Oh, October 31st? Like, what the fuck is that? What do you mean 9/11? I don't believe that.
So she immediately started to cry.
I think this is a fake story, bro. I think it's a fake story. No kid would say 9/11, right? Like, if you said 9/11, it would, like, nobody would do that. If you would say 9/11 is within the context of an attack. Let's hear them out.
So she immediately started
You learn about 9/11 in 2nd grade? Wait. I did not consider that there are chatters in here that are probably born in 2002, that are born after 9/11, who now could tell us when they learned about it. Like a 23-year-old chatter. How many? Raise your hand if you were born after 9/11. Please don't joke about this. Please don't make a bit. Like, please, seriously. I learned in 6th grade. I learned about it in 2008. I was born in 1999, and I learned about it when I was like 8. That early, huh? Jeez. I was like 12 or 13 when it happened. Don't laugh. Jesus. I'm from '05, and I can tell you. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder when people hear about it. I don't remember hearing about Pearl Harbor. Because, like, who gave a shit? That was, like, in the 40s or whatever. But, like, 9/11? Jesus Christ. Holy shit, man. Did you not have history class? Okay, I know. Listen, I know I heard about Pearl Harbor. I don't remember hearing about it. Like, I don't remember what grade I was in. Does that make sense? It's a regional thing, too. That's true. I guess if you're in New York, you probably, like, you're gonna hear about it, right? Interesting. If you're not American, you end up learning about it really late in life. Yeah, if you're not American, I guess there's no reason for you to know. Not that there's no reason, but, like, why would you know? Like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't get taught about, like, the British subway attacks or whatever that was that happened, right? In, like, the 90s, I think? 2000? I can't remember, but interesting. Huh. Okay.
So she immediately started to cry. And as a dumb kid, I thought that she was upset because she liked another holiday or something.
Oh, she must like Halloween. Your favorite is that kid's favorite holiday is his birthday? Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I like the 4th of July. What about fireworks? Boo-hoo-hoo.
It gets worse. As the whole class sits there watching her cry, I proudly say I get to see my best friends on that day, you know, because birthday parties. And then she left the class, I assume because I've brought up even worse memories. But as a kid I had no idea. That evening my parents explained what happened on that day.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't celebrate my birthday anymore.
Never? Then the terrorists won. What do you mean you don't celebrate your birthday? You should celebrate your birthday. Just maybe don't do all that. I would celebrate my birthday if it was on 9/11. That's what Uncle Sam would want me to do. A bit of an overreaction. That's what I'm saying. I don't get cake or presents on my birthday because I happen to be born on the same day the planes hit the tower. Get the fuck out of here. I want cakes and presents. I'm the birthday boy. Have an explosive party. All right, you're stretching it. Come on. Pin the plane on the tower. That's stupid. Something there. Birthday bash? No. There's something there. There's bits there. I don't know. We'll workshop it. The jokes write themselves. You know that you think that they would, but they don't. It feels like they should, but they're hard to grasp, right? You do have to write the jokes, right? I would never forget my birthday. I will never forget, right? Where were you? Where were you on 9/11? I had on a fun party hat and eating some cake. There's something. There's a Chuck E. Cheese. I was at Chuck E. Cheese. There's something there. Bouncy house. There's jokes there, right? We could do something there. We got something. I was celebrating. Boom. That's it. That's it. You keep it simple. You guys are good at this. That's funny. The simplest answer is the funniest one. Brevity is the soul of wit. That's really good. Funny. Well done, chat. You guys are funny sometimes. Let's celebrate chat's funny joke with a Twitch Prime.
Well,
guys, chat was funny. Let's all celebrate with a Twitch Prime and a tier 1. Let's get it. 1K people here. Statistically, a few of us have 9/11 birthdays. A few of you. Does anybody share my birthday? September 3rd? Anybody? My birthday's coming up, by the way. September 3rd? Anybody? Raise your hand. Anybody? No September 3rds? Damn. No Virgos? I thought you guys weren't intellectual, sensitive types. Intelligent, orderly, smart people. I don't know. I'm tired. You get where I'm going with this joke. Just fill in the blanks. I want to Mad Libs this joke. I just don't want to keep going. Coney looks like a Virgo. Wait, don't say that. Virgos are virgins. I'm a Virgo dragon. Rawr. Our birthdays are a day apart. Okay. So what?
Well, on one day where I was exploring downtown with my girlfriend at the time, I began to feel a rumbling in my stomach and
poop
it got
story.
bad fast. We looked at a map to see if there were any bathrooms or a restaurant nearby that I could duck into, and the only one we could find was this pretty intimate brunch place.
Okay.
I ask if I can use the restroom, and when I get to the restroom door I hear the sound of water rushing.
Right.
I open it up and see that the pipe to the sink has busted and water was flowing all over the floor.
Uh-oh.
I am met with a choice. Paint the toilet bowl as the bathroom slowly begins to flood, or risk trying to find a different spot.
You gotta poop now.
I decide to just use the bathroom here, positioning myself so I could keep my shoes as dry as possible.
Right, yeah.
After about 3 minutes, an employee was alerted of the curious rushing water sound in the bathroom and went to investigate.
Like in Hitman? Like when you turn on the sink in Hitman and somebody goes, huh? And then they like walk around the corner. Like they're going to think you did it in a desperately need to poop. In a desperate need to get that out of your system.
They knocked on the door, but since I was still in the midst of a bad stomachache, I couldn't exactly open the door for them to let them fix it, so they just had to sit there as they heard concerningly loud water noises as the person inside
break that shit open.
Bathroom refused to let them in.
Yup.
After another minute or so, I emerge from the bathroom and just barely catch the flash of panic on the poor employee's face as they see what's become of the bathroom as I rush out of there.
Uh-huh.
The person at the front tried to ask me about the sound, but I left before they could get an answer out of me.
And that's why they don't let you go to the bathroom unless you buy something. You're the reason that Starbucks, you have to get a little code when I'm in the city. When I go to D.C., I need to look at my receipt to figure out how to go poop. That's because of you. You did that. You could easily explain. I don't think you could. If he's like, hey, the bathroom pipe is broken, they're going to be like, we need to fix that right away. And then he goes, no. One moment. Give me like 10 minutes. I don't think that counted as a poop story. Guy who bet against no poop story tonight. Guy who thought there wouldn't be a poop story tonight. Come on. He pooped. This is a poop adjacent story. There's poop in it. Right? Wait, what is 3? I see a 3 prediction. Wait, what the fuck? I get 1 and 2. Hold on. Manage prediction. How many poop or pee stories? Oh, I see 1 to 3 or more than 3. I'm counting it. I'm going to count it. Implied poop? Oh, I see. You think that's different? All right. Well.
During early 2020, I was in 7th grade.
Okay.
My school had a very small entranceway, which would often lead to it getting really cramped in the mornings.
Sure.
One kid decided that during this, he would slam people's heads into the metal frame.
Jesus.
He had behavioral issues and was pretty clearly autistic, but still, what the fuck?
Yeah.
After the second time he did this to me, I decided to retaliate. The next time I felt him doing that, I would hit him first.
Okay.
Come a few days later, I feel a grip on my shoulder, but this time I'm prepared.
It's the principle.
I whip around and clock him full force, sending him tumbling into the frame himself. But it wasn't him.
Who was it?
To my horror, I had punched the very nice quiet kid I traded Pokemon with. His nose was bleeding profusely, and the whole scene was horrific.
Oh my God.
I didn't talk to him often, but it was mostly in the late pickup line next to the line for receiving assisted groceries.
Oh my God.
A few weeks later, COVID began and we went virtual, meaning I really never spoke to him after that.
You just punched that dude in the nose and that was the end of the relationship.
I wish that's where the story ended, but it somehow got so much worse.
How?
Earlier this year I was out with a few friends, and they asked me to go pick up our drinks while they find a spot to sit.
Right.
You'll never guess who I run into. While I wait for the drinks, I look over and
Sure.
see a familiar
Yeah.
face. He's obviously grown quite a bit in the past 4 years,
Mhm.
but his features are very distinct.
Like his broken, fucked up, crooked nose. Yeah.
This guy is model handsome, with some perfect facial features. Perfect, aside from
No
one
way.
glaring flaw.
No way.
His nose is completely fucked. While I didn't know him super well, I could infer that he wasn't in the greatest financial situation, so I assume he hadn't been able to afford whichever procedure could have helped him fix his nose.
You fucked up his life. This is like the most handsome kid you've ever seen, and he's just got a fucked up nose because you punched him for no reason. For seemingly no reason, you delivered divine judgment on this dude's entire life. You ruined him.
My stupid idea to get revenge on the doorway
Holy
kid had
shit,
permanently
man.
altered this guy's life. I get so worried he'll recognize me that I start walking out with only 2 of the drinks in the tray.
Okay.
As I'm walking out, the barista reminds me that not only are my drinks not done, but I also haven't paid.
Mm-hmm.
I take the walk of shame back to the counter, and to add insult to injury, he offers to help pay for the drinks.
Oh my god.
I've truly never felt like more of a piece of shit than that moment.
Okay, did he recognize you? Did he recognize you? Did he know who you were? Did you talk? Like, did you say, "Hey man, I didn't mean to punch you"? Like, surely you had a conversation, right? This can't be a real story. I don't believe this. This isn't real. I'm calling bullshit on this one. Fake. This shit's a sitcom. This is a sitcom we don't know. Is there anybody see Modern Family? This will be our second Modern Family story, surely. It does sound very Reddit. Vaguely, yeah. I don't know about that one. Hope to God it's fake. Well, we've had worse.
When I was young, I used...
Let's change it up. Let's go UK, and we're going to go Lucy. Oh, Lucy!
When I was young, I used to watch a lot of animal documentaries with my mom.
Cool.
After dinner, we would always excitedly turn on the TV to see what was on Animal Planet, National Geographic, or the Discovery Channel, and I was always fascinated to learn little facts about the animal kingdom.
What are the rhinos doing?
That was until in 2012 Animal Planet had released a movie documentary called Mermaids, A Body Found.
What?
This, of course, was an obviously fictional documentary presented as real evidence of mermaids' existence in the government's attempts to cover it up, but little old me had no way of knowing that it was fake.
Okay, that's irresponsible.
The cringe of this story, however, did not start till later that night with me laying in bed.
Okay, yeah.
In hindsight, there was nothing particularly scary about the film, but little me always found the mermaids in it creepy. Plus, there were at least a few jump scares throughout the movie that
Mermaids
managed
are a
to get me.
little scary. I get it.
That
right?
night, my mind wandered.
They're kind of sirens, right?
I became a bit more easily startled by all the little noises that happened around me, and at some point I stared into the dark hallway outside my bedroom door and was reminded of the mermaids. Thinking if they were intelligent enough to evade human sight for so long, what else were they capable of?
Probably not walking on land. Like, famously, I don't think that happened.
That whole night I became easily fearing a mermaid attack. I went up to my mom's bedroom and asked if I could sleep with her for the night, and thus began the worst spiraling of my childhood life.
Dude, imagine being mom and you watched a stupid movie about mermaids and your kid is scared to fucking death of mermaids. Like, son, please, go to bed. They could appear in any body of water. We're on land. We're in our house. Dude, I would be so angry if my kid developed a phobia of mermaids specifically. Not the ocean, not sharks, fucking mermaids. That would make me so mad. Son, we are landlocked. We live in Kansas!
That whole night I became easily startled by even the smallest noise, unable to sleep, thinking a mermaid may attack me from anywhere.
Off.
I think at one point I even audibly gasped, thinking I saw something moving outside my mom's bedroom door, which startled my mom, keeping her awake along with me.
Dude.
After a bit, she even tried calming me by saying if the mermaids were so intelligent, they may actually be friendly to me and we'd end up getting along. which did nothing to alleviate my fears.
Okay.
Me and my mom were stuck unable to sleep until the sun started to rise and I felt some semblance of safety.
Alright.
Also, if this hasn't made you cringe yet, you may have noticed I neglected to mention my age until now.
9. 9? We go 9 or 10.
Also, I was 12, going on 13.
I see. Bad, but could be. You think it's not that bad? A 12-year-old that's scared to death of mermaids because they saw a fake TV show? It could be a lot worse. How? I legitimately would, like... I would have to investigate my parenting practices. I would be embarrassed of such a thing. 16, I guess, is worse. But 12, dude? Scared of Chucky? Being scared of Chucky is normal. He's a little doll guy that'll kill you. Mermaids don't do that. I guess I haven't seen the movie. Maybe they do in the movie. I don't know. Someone in chat said replace mermaid with siren, and it's a lot less scary. It makes a lot more sense. No, it doesn't. I'm on land. I'm in a house. That is not going to work on me. Maybe if I'm near the ocean or if I hear a beautiful singing voice. Somebody singing outside my window a beautiful tune. Sirens are freaky though. They tempt you. I am chaste. So not going to work on me. Sorry, sirens. Not me. More for you guys. It's pronounced chaste. Is it? I always forget. But it's a chastity belt. Not a chastity belt. Stupid.
I am a Christian homeschooler, so I don't know a lot of curse words.
Okay.
I was at a church retreat traveling to an amusement park on a bus and my friends and I got a little bored.
All right.
We decided to play one of those dumb mobile games where you have to come up with words from random letters.
Uh-oh.
We were on the final word and we were stuck, so we just gave up on trying to come up with actual words and started to just guess.
Uh-huh.
On one of my guesses, everyone turned to me and asked me what I just said, so I repeat myself with confidence and say the F word a second time, still not realizing that it is actually a word. They
sure.
all look horrified and I then realized that it was most likely a curse word.
Right, yeah.
I was so scared for the rest of the bus ride that I deleted the app and stared at the back of the seat in front of me for the rest of the trip. I haven't touched the game since because I'm afraid that I may discover new curse words.
You should not watch the Coney stream. How did you even end up here? I think I've said everything once. Well, not everything. That's the whole thing. I've said many of them. I've said many a curse word. I don't know how did this chatter end up here? By the way. How did this chatter end up on this stream? There's like Arlo and Scott the Waz. Like, what are you doing on this channel? Aren't there like safer alternatives? Go watch The Wiggles. Toddler in chat. Yeah, I'm saying, like, go watch Veggie Tales, man. This isn't the right place for you. We just talked about poop and vomit and a vampire. This is a scary stream. Butters in chat. Hamburgers.
I used to work as an assistant computer science teacher in an after-school program.
All right.
We tried to make learning fun by teaching kids to make simple video games.
Oh, boy!
One kid decided he actually had no interest in coding and just wanted to be a creative director.
Okay.
He had a sketchbook full of all his game design ideas.
Mm-hmm.
He was particularly proud of his fighting game, which featured him as a playable character.
Cool.
He would excitedly tell me all about his game as I tried to get him to code.
Okay, but let's put it in
One
there,
day,
little guy.
he told me he had finalized his character's idle animation. It took everything in my power not to burst out laughing as he stood up from his chair, flipped his hoodie over his face, covered his eyes with his right hand, and started gyrating his hips while he bobbed up and down.
A little like this. Why is he covering his eye like this? Like he's trying to do like one of these? Like how do he, like, why is he doing this? This isn't a good fighting stance. What are you covering? He has an evil eye? Oh, it's like an Iori thing. Like that? Okay, sure, yeah.
For the rest of the semester, every time we would line up to go home, he would stand in his idle animation while the other students awkwardly stared at him.
Wow, that kid is really cool. Do not engage in a fight with that kid. He knows special moves. Watch out for that kid. There used to be, I remember there used to be talks on, like, 4chan about, like, did you pick up any, like, thing that you do from video games? And there were so many fucking dorks that were like, yeah, I kind of kick my boots like Link does. And then whenever I would, like, go to school or, like, if I would see anybody kick their boots, I'm like, this motherfucker. Like, I know it's you. I know that's you and on. The fucking Link kicking the boots thing. What the fuck is that? Stupid. What's your idle animation? I roll my arms a lot. Like, if I'm standing, I'll, like, roll my arms or, like, jump. I get my blood flowing. I dance a lot. It's stupid. I'll just be at 7-Eleven looking at the stuff, and I'll just hit the fucking... I'll just do one of these. Can't stop it. I don't know. Just pop one of the, like, fucking... Like, a very light, like, you know. I kind of move a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I emote randomly. Randomly? I don't know about randomly. I don't know about that. Sometimes I tap my heel. There's the Link guy. Yeah. I hip thrust at strangers. You're going to go to jail. Don't do that. I blow a lot of bubble gum. I don't think that counts, but I'll be doing that quite a bit.
When I must have been around 4 or 5, I was on a plane with my parents for some reason I can't remember.
Right.
What I do remember is that the plane we were on was one of those big, 2-aisle ones with a ton of people.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Everything is going fine until it gets dark and it's time to sleep.
All right.
While most people on board are probably sleeping, I decide now is the perfect time for some in-flight entertainment.
Oh boy, movies!
I tap the screen and get to the music section. The song that starts playing is the Venga Boys' 1998 smash hit, We Like to Party. This song seemingly strikes my brain like a sleeper agent activation keyword, and my main objective is to now be as annoying as possible. I start humming and singing the song out loud while the entire plane is trying to sleep. Multiple times. On repeat. My parents try and get me to stop, but either the music is just too powerful, or it's the undiagnosed ADHD that refuses to cooperate.
My God, dude.
At one point they take the earbuds away from me, but I just keep singing it from memory. I'm 24 now and think about this every time I'm on a plane now.
This is your heart song. You found your heart song, Chatter. That's beautiful. That's the melody that comes from within you. That's your heart song. How old are you? How old are you? 4 or 5. Just fucking, but we like to party. It's not time for party, Douglas! Imagine you are trying to sleep on a long overnight flight. Some fucking 4-year-old keeps just... Just doing it a cappella. You don't have any headphones or anything. Just a little kid, like across the row. We like the party. We like the party. Dude, holy shit. That was a different generation. People loved the dogs being out. That's kind of familiar. You would have to get the pilot to come out and tell you to stop that shit. It's very funny. Who Let the Dogs Out was it for me. Yeah, every generation has an annoying song, right? Maybe this generation is Dance Monkey. Right? Is that it? It's got to be one of those. Cotton Eye Joe? Not really. I lived through Cotton Eye Joe. It really wasn't like that. More Macarena, I think. But What Does the Fox Say? Sure. Yeah. Probably. People don't like that song. Well, the internet doesn't like that song, but it's all over, like, the radio, right? Wasn't it, like, decently popular or whatever? Whatever. We like to party. Gangnam Style? That's true. That was a Gen Z thing. All right. Good point. Baby Shark? Yeah, I didn't even think of Baby Shark. Good call. Yeah.
Every summer in hip school, I volunteered at a summer sleepaway camp.
Cool.
Me and some other hip schoolers would clean bathrooms,
Stop
serve food, watch younger kids, etc. And at night, while the kids and counselors slept in cabins, we would stay up late in the bigger main camp building.
Okay.
Well, during the last night of the volunteer session, my buddy, let's call him Ryan, was sitting all romantical next to a girl on the upper balcony of the main building.
Ooh.
I didn't know that at the time, but it'll be important later.
Okay.
I personally was feeling pretty down, knowing that because I was a senior this would be my last session, and I didn't really feel like hanging out with the other hip schoolers, so I went for a stroll outside in the dark. Eventually, I had the brilliant idea to climb on the roof of the main building to get a better look at the stars, so I pulled myself up to get on the lower part of the roof and scaled it so that I was at the top of the building.
What did you see?
This was firmly not allowed by the camp, and after I had been up there for about half an hour and I saw a headlight moving towards me, I panicked. In hindsight, the person driving definitely didn't know I was up there, but in the moment I scrambled up and over to the other side of the roof to avoid detection.
Right.
The problem, it had rained the day prior, so I slipped down the other side of the slanted roof, over the gutter, fell off, and landed on the balcony a foot in front of Ryan and his girl. Not one of us said a word.
Okay.
They just kind of stared at me and I had no idea how to explain the situation.
Right.
So I just kind of walked off to my room, dripping blood from scraping myself on the gutter on the way down, and went to bed.
Sure.
Looking back, they definitely would have assumed I was eavesdropping, but none of us ever mentioned it again.
That wasn't bad. That was fine. It was a little weird, but it's just like, not really cringe. Yeah. I don't feel like it's that bad. I guess so. I guess they thought... No, because why would you be eavesdropping on the roof? If you're going to eavesdrop, you could do it somewhere else, right? You don't need to do it... That's just a strange... You could easily explain that away, I think. Because if you're going to eavesdrop, there are easier ways to do it. That's not cringe. I think some people live their lives not realizing they're human and firmly believe they're just something else entirely, Coney. Oh. True? Speak on that. I wonder how we got to that. How did we get to that conclusion? That was not cringe. I think that one's fine. That wasn't bad. I think that was okay. There's way worse.
It was the first year of high school, and I'm waiting in the lunch line with my friend who is older than me and was a little obsessed with anime at the time. As we are waiting, he turns and in front of at least 30 people tells me that I should call him. Senpai, everyone turned to look at me and him with disgust. His school was never the same.
The end. What does senpai mean? People used to call each other senpai quite a bit. That used to be like a thing that people would do. I don't know really what it is. It's like a 2014, 2015 thing. Upperclassmate? Okay. It's to refer to someone you're senior. I think it's very funny to tell your friend who's younger than you to call you, that they should call you senpai. I think that's funny. I don't think that's cringe. But I also think it depends on how it's delivered. If he like did a big bow to you after it, right? Like if I told chat to call me senpai, I think that would be well earned, right? That would be something I think that I deserve at this point in my streaming journey. Why did the editor do that? Yeah, that's weird that the editor put in a yo sound right there. And how did I hear it? What a weird thing to do. No, Coney, you're an OG-san. Should I kill that guy? What did that guy just say to me? I don't know what that guy just said to me. Garugamesh! A Coney tradition. I always have to end it with the Garugamesh. I can't help myself. He called you old in Japanese. Oh. Namaste. That's not it.
My shit.
So desune. That's it.
My shitty communication skills were the death of me in high school.
Okay.
When I was 17 in my senior year of high school, I was an untransitioned trans female, and I had grown a crush on a long-time friend of mine, who was a lesbian.
Okay.
Being untransitioned, I was sure that she would never love me, and for 3 months I cried and lamented that I loved a girl who I never had a chance with.
Okay.
One night I decided that enough was enough and I was gonna just be honest with her and then hopefully we could move on from it. The next day, I walk up to her and before I can even get a word out, she stops me and asks me to be her girlfriend.
Aww!
At the time I was completely stunlocked at the fact I had spent 3 months so sure she'd never love me and here she was asking me out.
Mm-hmm.
Good ending, right? Wrong.
Oh.
About a month later, around the end of the year, I was in the gym getting my cap and gown for graduation, and I was by myself trying to find anyone to hang out with since I couldn't find my GF.
Okay.
I soon spotted a friend of mine, so I run up to her and I spent the day with her until the day ended.
Right.
When the day ended, I walked my friend to her car and she gave me a hug before I walked off.
Right.
As it turns out, my girlfriend spotted us right as my friend hugged me.
No way.
Keep in mind, my girlfriend does not know who this person is. My girlfriend started questioning me about who that was and me, somehow not catching the serious tone of the question, casually jokes and says my side piece. She slaps me and dumps me on the spot. 1 year later, on my 19th birthday, I received a phone call from a number I vaguely recognized, so I answer, and it's her.
What?
She tells me happy birthday and that she hates me and hopes I rot in hell, then hangs up.
What?
I haven't heard from her since. In hindsight,
What?
I don't know why I thought that was at all acceptable to say, or why I didn't think to just call her to figure out where she was on that day before graduation.
What? Is that real? That's dumb. Some people are like this, it's possible. That's stupid. Yeah, that was my friend because I wanted to be with a friend that on the graduation. That's. Don't include that one. That's a dumb story. People are stupid. Yeah, but I don't want to read about it. That one's not cringe, bro. Come on. Wait, there's Canadian English? No voices available. I was going to say, I want to hear a Canadian accent. What's that like? Now let's just put on Will. Will's fine.
Let me say that I'm an idiot.
Can you make Gex read one? I can't. I can't do Gex that way, unfortunately. And honestly, Gex wouldn't work anyway. Gex doesn't sound like Gex. I don't know what I gotta fix that. I wish you could make Kermit read these. Dude, me too. If I could get Kermit in this bitch, that'd be so much better. It'd be very funny. I would only have to... I would give him the long one with the pizza marinara sauce guy. You gotta pitch shift the Gex MP3 down a bit. Yeah, I think so. Probably. All right.
Let me say that I'm an idiot, and you should never play with knives.
Okay.
I was home for winter break during my freshman year of college. I had just finished sharpening a vintage military dive knife I owned, and I left it sitting next to my bed.
Okay.
Now this knife is massive and looks more like something Rambo would use as opposed to something you'd actually dive with.
Like a machete?
The blade is 8 inches long, and it weighs just under a pound.
Jesus Christ!
Late that night I was laying in bed, wearing only underwear, and decided to take the knife out to admire it.
Wow.
Me being the idiot I am, I tried pressing the tip of it into the comforter on my bed.
This guy?
My goal wasn't to stab through the blanket, just kind of separate the fibers, which created a satisfying sensation.
Okay.
I did this absent-mindedly for a while watching YouTube, not really paying attention to what was underneath the blankets.
Okay.
After approximately 5 minutes doing this, I pressed too hard, and the knife stabbed straight through the bedding. At first I couldn't tell what kind of damage I had done.
Uh-huh.
I just knew I had stabbed through my sheets, and was stressing about how I would hide it from my parents.
You just say that you
It wasn't until I felt the wet sensation dripping down my thigh that I knew I fucked up big time.
What do you mean you don't know you stabbed yourself?
I showed up to the ER with a tourniquet made from a bathrobe
tie and gauze.
What
do you mean you don't
to
realize
stop
that you
the
stabbed
bleeding.
yourself? What the fuck?
The worst part was having to tell ER nurses how it happened.
You didn't feel that?
In the end, I wound up needing 5 stitches to close the puncture wound.
What?
Don't be an idiot. Don't play with knives.
What the fuck is it? You didn't know that you... It's another fake story. What the fuck is that? You didn't know that you stabbed your fucking thigh, leg? What is it? I'm mad at this. This is pissing me off. 5 fake stories tonight? Come on. Deadass, if you get impaled sometimes, you don't feel it. You don't feel it? The knife slowly searing into your flesh? 5 fake stories. 5 fake stories all night. All right, bro. I don't believe that one for a second. Are these stories AI generated? Maybe. Wait, that's a great idea. When I run out of stories, I'm going to be like, ChatGPT, come. Dude, wait. I'm going to do an AI cringe confessional and see if you guys notice. I'm going to say, come up with 30 embarrassing stories. And list them all, and we'll see if you guys know. I will unsub. Well, you won't know. How would you be able to tell? It's going to have an M dash. I didn't just poop. I peed, too. I think it'd be fun to do. I think it would be fun to see if it'll work. Do a mix of real and fake ones and let chat bet. You mean like beyond belief. Fact or fiction. I've actually accidentally done this before. It's true. You genuinely can't feel a sharp knife stabbed through you for a good bit. That can't be real. I guess it depends on where you are on your body. If the knife is a pound, it's a pound? That heavy? Jesus. Man. Okay. Oh, lying ass chat. Why y'all keep lying, bro?
Hi, Coney, and hello, chat.
Hi.
This story happened when I was a child.
Okay.
And I'm not 100% sure it's cringe.
Okay.
But retroactively, it's hilarious. At least to me.
I'll
Back
be the
then,
judge of that.
Our backyard had a playset with swings and slides.
Cool.
We spent a lot of time out there, and even invited neighbors over to play.
Okay.
During a period of time, a family moved in behind our house, which had a small cut-through between our house and theirs.
Okay.
They had a kid who would come over frequently and play, mainly with my older brother.
Fun.
That being said, he was a total jerk to me, and I was always his punching bag when I got the chance to play with him.
Okay.
But one day, I was given a perfect opportunity for revenge.
What?
Our playtime was interrupted because our dad was mowing the lawn, so he assigned this kid help out.
Okay.
Now, the aforementioned Playset slides are lightweight plastic, so the kid held up the slide so the lawnmower could pass through.
Okay.
At this time I was in the Playset, and I noticed
I
the
heard lawnmower,
binoculars
I was like,
inside. Unlike most Playsets today, the binoculars were a set of mirrors encased in a long plastic tube.
Oh, that's
and,
weird.
most importantly, they can attach rather easily from a grip in the Playset.
Okay.
So, in an act of revenge, I took the binoculars from the grip and chucked it down the slide as hard as I could. It hit the kid directly on the head.
Oh!
When my mom came out to see what had happened, a
Ow!
giant goose egg grew on the kid's
Holy
head like
shit,
in a Looney
man.
Tunes cartoon.
Oh my god.
I don't remember getting in trouble for this, but I remember hearing that my mom back then didn't care for this kid to begin with, so she let it slide. Thanks for hearing
hate
my
that
tale of
fucking
revenge
kid.
and have a great day.
That's the end. We just hit a kid in the head with something really hard, and then he got really hurt bad. And my mom was like, fuck it, I didn't like that kid anyway. Wow, great story. I don't really think that one's cringe. That you got away with it. It just sounds like justice to me. All right. That's 6? No, I believe that one. That one's probably a real story. Not really cringe, though. But you know what is cringe? That's the last story of the night. That's it for Cringe Confessional. The end, everybody. That's all 30 stories. Well, that's going to do it. What was your favorite story, YouTube? Go ahead and comment below. Kind of a rough night. I'm going to be honest with you. We've had better. Why not check out the playlist that we have right here? Watch more Cringe Confessional on YouTube. Check it out. Let's like and subscribe. Wait 1 second. What the fuck? Why did this get all sideways? Say goodbye to YouTube. Say goodbye, everybody. See you next time. So long, YouTube. Weird Cringe Confessional night. I'll say a strange night. Strange as we've had. I'll leave that up to the editors to figure out how to make a good one. We'll see. That might be the worst episode so far. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it does on YouTube. Maybe a weaker night, but the Midnight Pizza story might save it. That was a pretty good one. Shortest video on the channel. Listen, they can't all be home runs, right? Sometimes we whiff. And sometimes I'm not as funny. Listen, I don't know if I'm on my A game tonight. I'm a little sleepy. You can hear it in my voice. It might be a 10 out of 10. But you know what? I still have fun with all of you. Thanks, Curb Stomp. And my favorite part was when Count Subula showed up and made 250 subs. That was awesome. As long as you keep the vampire bit, it'll do numbers. We're not keeping that in. YouTube doesn't know who Count Subula is. No way. You were funny in a way that will not translate to YouTube. Well, then that's the editor's fault. I'll leave that up to them. Wow. Great night. I had fun, and I hope you did too. Incredible. Okay, I hit way too many buttons. I don't know what all that means. Crazy. Pay them extra this week? Nice try, editor. Really fun stream. And we're going to keep it going. What? There's more stream? Oh, there sure is. Chat, I would like to introduce you to tonight's special game, Terminal Brigade. That's right. Terminal Brigade is the sponsor for the next section of the stream. What's Terminal Brigade? Oh, I can't wait to show it to you. Guys, we're going to play it right now. Terminal Brigade on Steam. Hold on, I got to hook this up. Terminal Brigade, a free-to-play co-op action roguelike PvE shooter that drops you into a hyper-paced battle across the multiverse. Team up with friends or go solo and face chaotic, randomized worlds full of danger, progression, and secrets. You can pick your Rogueteer from a diverse cast, like 6 distinct Rogueteers, with a stylized 3D roster, each with signature abilities and synergy paths. Let's try it. I'll name 100 countries tomorrow, I promise. Hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on. Let's play it! Yeah, the frames are a little... Okay, we're fine now. It's fixed. Let's get into it, everybody. Let's play Terminal Brigade. Oh, God. 0-1. Okay. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. All right? Shut up. Don't. Damn, look at this pretty game. Let's play Terminal Brigade. Let's try it out.
The technological Marvel Terminal is officially online. Countless users are flocking to Terminal. 玩出炽热焦土等虚拟世界，以平稳运行。
I'm gonna skip it. Enter your name. Upload. I'm in. Yeah, it's a little loud. I'm trying to turn it down. I gotta get to the options menu. But it feels like it's harder and harder to find in games. Let's get into the terminal.
You to the deep data space.
Hold on. Damn, that's a lot of options.
Retrieve the Lawkeeper's coordinates.
We'll go like here. Save.
I'm
How's the...
reloading.
Yeah, we're good. Damn, this game is pretty. Wavy! What's good? Yeah, I'm coming in a month. I'm going to come to Kaizo Coliseum. I have to just 100% confirm it, which I should have done already since I got announced, you know, for the thing by Pooh. But I'm pretty sure I'm coming. Pretty sure. It's not a low frame rate game, man. It's high frame rate. Look. See? Oh, wait, I'm still wearing the glasses. You're... No. Did you guys see? My glasses! Oh no! What the fuck, man? What happened? Tonight is cursed.
Reloading.
Oh my. Hold on, I gotta evade a few times. Release my E skill. Here's my C skill and my Q skill.
Confirm airdrop location.
Drop the airdrop. Now you can get Nerd Tate for them. I like how you think, Shadow. There's always a silver lining. Let me purge the virus. Now you guys know. Wait, let me hit my ultimate ability.
Confirm airdrop location.
Oh, that is my ultimate ability. Never mind. Not even Midnight Pizzas could save this. They might. Give me 45 minutes.
Return for now. There's a more
I might.
mission at hand.
Hold on, let me see if I can get this running. Making sure it's running good. Hold on. Maybe I could do game thing. Game capture? No. Okay, we'll just keep doing this. It's fine. I got Aurora, the Rogateer, or Colonel, the Gunner. I'm going to go Colonel. I think Colonel's stronger. Get another Rogateer for free from 7-day sign-in. Awesome! So if I log in for 7 days, I get another one. Let's see how many there are. Click a Rogateer below, then click Select Rogateer to use them. Okay. Attributes, weapons, and then we proceed.
I never. Aurora is. I'm sure this wanna play with.
Are they all girls? Okay, it's two guys. Hanks? 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 What's that guy's name, man? Hanks. Colonel Max Gloria Hanekes. I don't know. It's a weird name. Hankies? I don't know what that is. Alright, well, I guess we're picking this guy. Ability skill tree. Oh my god, I love a skill tree. Yes. Thank you. Upgrade max health and weapon damage. Yes. Alright, let's save that and we'll get in there. Alright, here we go. Based on the coordinate data, I've successfully pinpointed the Arbiter's location. Let's go find him! I'm picking that guy.
Moment to lose.
I've selected him.
It's all right. I'm here.
That's me. I'm happy my story made it tonight. Where were you in tonight? Which one were you? Not the Midnight Pizzas guy. Were you? Arbiter of Energy. Arbiter of Energy's perks gain Arbiter of Fortune, boost crit, Ranger crit damage, significant damage at intervals attacks. I'll do increased skill caps, new active skills. All right, we'll do... I just like damage. I just like straight up damage. We're doing that.
The Lockkeepers were once my allies,
The Midnight Pizzas were so strange. What a weird thing to say, right?
Let's move.
That was very odd to do, I think.
Be careful. Elong security is in the area.
Oh, you were the last one?
Reloaded.
The last story? What was the last story? That was the one that was the, I'm trying to think. What was the last one wasn't that bad, right? I think my story got passed up. Well, have a better story. The revenge story. Oh, yeah, with the goggles or binoculars. Yeah, that one's fine. That one wasn't so bad.
No idea who will find. Only one way to find out.
Get a perk. Here?
Thorold, it's you.
Thorold? Perks are granted by the Arbiters and improve the 5 fixed abilities. Perks offer different enhancements. Lightning attack. Every 4 attacks, the weapon is 1 chain lightning when activating, but thunder strike to 1 damage. I like a chain. I'm always a chain damage guy. I love a chain lightning every time. I have to. Kid hitting the other kid in the head. Yeah, that one. Oh, you shoot faster aiming down the sights. I see. Okay. Terminal Brigade is a PvE roguelike shooter that you can play with friends or yourself. With skill trees and progression galore, you can get coins by defeating enemies and destroying containers like this. Okay, got it. With all kinds of rogueteers. I really like the way the game looks. It's pretty. It's nice. I slipped in a puddle of pee in middle school and I just wanted to die. Would that be a good story? That's pretty good. You're going to have to, like, punch it up a little bit, though. I need, like, a little bit more explanation, man, if I'm honest. Like, that's enough for here, but, like, how did the pee get there, right? What caused that? Spice it up a little, yeah. Pee story in 1 year. I was going to say, we're in, like, September of last year, man. Oh, wait, is there a skill reload? I like skill reloads because I'm a very skillful player. Watch this, ready? Oh, it's random every time. Oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe not random, but I think it was, like, different a couple times. I kind of like that. Write an essay about the pee puddle, and maybe Coney will see it. Yeah, I feel bad for laughing at that story, because it sounded like that guy was going through it. But, like, that was awesome. Perk up.
Permissions you already acquired.
Activating C generates a mobile buff zone that follows you, increasing crit damage. I do chain lightning. Honestly, there hasn't been that much. Bro bought a shirt during the bounty. Hey, thanks whoever got that shirt. Dude, the big ass shirt is selling like suspiciously well. It's crazy. I feel bad for the chatter that recommended I do it. I don't even know who it was, and now I feel bad about that. What was their name? Does anyone know? If nobody knows, then you guys should feel bad too. You can't be mad at me. What do you mean suspiciously? Like, it's selling so well that, like, I don't know. Is somebody laundering it? There's got to be something going on here, right? Not that many people would buy a shitty $20 shirt. They had a yellow username. I think I do remember that, actually. I think you're right. I vaguely remember a yellow username. Hi, Jergay. I'm watching yesterday's stream. Did you ever address the lipstick stains on your shoulder? Yes! I was playing with my kid because it was party time. She had to go to the Elsa party. which I kept saying. It was another Elsa party. Summon high energy cube. Seeks out enemies. Deal skill damage when activate. Jesus. Revenge cube. Missile cube. We'll do high energy cube. QB. We'll do that one. It's featured. Digital healing program. Shop. I did not need that. 15 max health. Level 1 out of every... Damn, I have a lot of things. Emerald boots. Increase movement speed. I'll get those. Timer. Increase weapon weak part damage. Health recovery. I'll take a perk upgrade for... Let's do lightning attack again. I'm just going to all into that. I'll take some max HP. Do I want the timer? Increases women... Okay, I'll get the timer. That's fine. Might as well. Real ones noted, never have an idea in the Coney chat. Your ideas are my ideas. If you're in my chat, it's my property. Oh, no! The boss! I'll put a stop to this guy using my skills. Oh, this guy's kind of beating my ass. But I haven't taken any damage. I wonder why he keeps freezing. Oh my god. Alright, good wind up.
Not yet.
I've been hit a lot. I've been hit a lot, but I'm not taking any damage. I don't know if it's just I have armor? Immune. Okay.
Target live.
Primary skill usage count is full. What do you mean? Ouch. Why is he immune to everything? This is the dodge thing. I had to jump. Okay. This guy's pretty mad. I'll use my shield move, and then I'll use my E-Blast. Do I shoot him in the circle? I am missing all the skill shots, or all the skill reloads.
Eat this.
Dodge that.
Reloading.
Oh my god, this guy is very healthy indeed. But don't worry, chat. I've almost taken him down. I'll pop my E's. Like that. And then I'll hit the skill reload, and then we wait, and then we dodge that. We're almost taking this guy down. I'll pop those, and then my shield ability. And did you guys know my ult's almost up, too? Thanks, Papa Phoenix. Thank you, Albergus. We won! Let's go! Go team!
Tyco Corporation has implemented numerous reward mechanisms within the terminal.
Pay the price, which is no price at all, because Terminal Brigade is free to play! Ooh, a lucky ninja cat. After evading, increase move speed by 10. Love that. I'll take that relic. Thank you. Potential. Sweet deflection. When activating evasion, 10 burn stacks to enemies near the endpoint. Damage against debuff enemies by 24. Fog of desire when taking damage. I'll do burn stacks. I like that. Potential. Potentials provide 3 random enhancements unlocking power. Okay. Increase projectile count of weapon attacks by 2, but decrease all damage. So it's like spread shot. Weapon damage to weak points or breakable parts. Weapon rate of fire by 80, but half weapon damage. Ooh. After each completed boss fight, 50%. I kind of like that. Oh, shit!
Tactical gear deployed.
Thank you, Roly Joly Poly. Thank you, Shin Joshua. You're my favorite interaction at Supernova. Thanks for being so nice and chill. Hey, thank you for stopping by for the bounty. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll do a perk upgrade. Destructive glare every time. I'll do the lightning again. I appreciate it. Thank you. Max health. I'll take that. Firework boots. Oh, I don't have any money. Handheld game console increases max health by 5. I'm out. Shit. All my money's gone. Was he stinky chatter? No! I don't know if the chat was real about that. They said that I sounded one chatter said that they met me and that a chatter said that another chatter said that they met me and I was stinky, which I don't think is true. That's not true. Damn, this shit blast. Wait, this is the good thing, because every X amount of shots, it's chained. So I got the right upgrade.